That's right. We going back live. You have to read that second Peter, at least go back to verse 8 again, Hebrew. Shalom family, connection, you know how it go. The enemy is mad, the prince of the airwaves. You understand? But we ain't the easy giving up type around here. Like, subscribe, share, donate, hello. Like, bang, Yahoo. Bang. Let's get her done. All right. Look at that. We back. All right. Y'all waiting. That's what's up. All good. All right, let's get it done, man. We back in Second Peter chapter 1.
Verse 8.
We had to put up another live stream. The wires get jiggled, is what it is, man. So Second Peter chapter 1, we in verse 8. Ask yourself, you should be able to sit back and ask yourself, am I being fruitful? Or am I just here? And if the answer is I'm just here, then you got work to do, man. Get on out. You can't be no secret Hebrew, a conspiracy Hebrew. You know what they called it back in the day? A crypto Jew.
Yeah.
Crypto, that's historical. Crypto Jew, meaning he hid his identity and then blended in with everyone else. You know what I'm saying? You false flag. You just heard you front. Yeah. You hiding your wisdom, hiding your knowledge. What good is wisdom that is hid? Real talk. All right, come on, bro. Second Peter chapter 1.
Verse 8.
Yeah.
For if these things be in you,
yeah,
and
abound and remain. Come on.
They make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Master Yahweh Mashiach.
Yeah, so that means you're growing. If you're barren and unfruitful, means you're not growing, which means you're dead. If you're not growing, you're dead. Huh? And we see that too far in this walk, man. Everybody will come in and find out a little bit about Christmas, a little bit about Easter, what you ain't supposed to eat, what day the Sabbath day is. Jesus wasn't white. And the bus stops.
Deuteronomy 28.
Yeah,
Then the bus stops.
Basics. The bus stops. That's it. You feel me? And you ain't add to your belief all these things. That way an abundant entrance will be added for you into the kingdom. And say, if you don't have these things, you're blind. You forgot your old man was purged. So there's no excuse for not having all these virtues, all these qualities that he said we must have. Other than that, you just heard. You don't want to just be here. All right, come on now, let's get it.
But verse 9, but he that lacketh these things is blind and cannot see far off, and has forgotten that he was purged from his old sin.
He forgot. You feel me? You find the same brother bragging about how many women he done been with in the world and his wickedness. Bragging. You feel me? Or sister bragging about how many men she used to have pay her bills. Bragging. You're like, dang, what is you bragging about the old way for? Mrs. Thou? Thou misses your old self? Thou misses thy old self. Dang. All right, come on now, let's get it.
Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
That's right.
For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall.
That's major right there. That is. You read it again, huh?
Verse 10. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
Yeah.
For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall.
See, that's where you want to be at. That's the lane you want to be in, where you never fall. Yeah. Yeah, because that means they're lacking something on this list here. You're lacking. You're found wanting. Found wanting in the balance. All right, come on up.
For so an entrance shall be ministered unto you abundantly into the everlasting kingdom of our Master and Savior, Yahweh Mashiach.
See, an abundant entrance. What does it mean to be abundant? What is an abundant entrance? Yeah. Yes, shalom, Brick, shalom. An abundant entrance shall be ministered unto you into the kingdom. Again, if I had a rich and glorious inheritance for you, would you want it? Would you claim your rich and glorious inheritance? All you got to do, you feel me, is be obedient. If you knew that you had won the Powerball, huh? Everybody looking like, dang, for real? And we don't win, because we don't win that. But if you knew you had won the Powerball, and they said, all you got to do is come up here and show us your teeth. Oh, wait. Would you at least have enough discipline to take the ticket up to the store you got it from?
Yes.
Yeah, you would. Right. Yeah, you want that rich and glorious inheritance. Look, and you do that for carnal money that ain't worth nothing. How much more for this? An abundant entrance into the kingdom. Huh? It's more to this Melchizedek order than what meets the eye. You know, everybody, we got this order, and then everything's out of order. Where's the order? What's the command at? Where's the increase? He's playing. All right, you done with that verse 11?
Yes,
Now let's get to this Luke 19. Luke 19. Luke 19, 12 through 27. Because a part of this is also accountability. See? The more he commit to you, the more you accountable. Much is given, much is required. Yeah. I was telling the assembly earlier, work then turned up to where we can be traveling more and more. We ain't just going to be isolated and stuck in this serious building down there on the radio show. It's time for us to expand.
That's right.
And move. Make things happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just what it is.
What you say, sis?
Time for the other ones to step up in our place, right? You gotta be ready.
Yeah. You gotta be ready to rock. You can't be lazy. Yeah. You gotta be ready to rock at any moment.
I'm going to, so
look at him. He said he gonna be with us, huh? Yeah, I want in, huh? It is what it is, man. You did. So all praise, glory, and honor. Like I said, y'all pray for us. We continue to pray for y'all. It's all good though, man. It's time for the work to get done. Let's get it done. I'm out. All right, let's do this. Luke 19. Luke 19 starting around verse 12.
I'm gonna start
at 11. 11. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I stand down, bro.
I learned that from you.
Stand down, brethren. Yeah, we'll come to Houston too. Yeah.
And he started at verse 11.
Yeah. It's all good, brother. You know what I'm saying? Go on back. We need to go to verse 1, you know, whatever. It's all good though. You know what I'm saying?
Luke 19, verse 11. And as they heard these things, he added and spake a parable, because he was nigh to Jerusalem, and because they thought that the kingdom of God should immediately appear.
You hear that? They thought the kingdom of the Most High should immediately appear. And that's the thing. We expect it without the work getting done. We expect to be in the kingdom. You feel me? We expect as soon as the New World Order take off, that all of us is gonna be ready to get our heads cut off. You ain't even preparing. Feel me? What are you doing? What resources are you bringing together? What if we got to survive like in the book of Eli? For a decade or something. Like what are you doing? We just, we get our money and go to the grocery store and that's it. We ain't doing nothing or prepping nothing for these short leggers. We ain't thinking about it. We so busy giving our spirit over to Babylon and Massa. You ain't got no time to prepare. You ain't educating your children. You take them to school to get educated. Why they switching up the curriculum, Common Core, and they talking about transgenders and gender neutral children. And you ain't doing none of that. You're so stuck in the matrix, you understand? You ain't tripped it. Dang, I'm giving all my spirit over to Babylon and not my creator. Stuck.
Creator said, come up out of
it. Yeah. See? Dang. We being fruitful or are we barren? What are we doing? Secret Hebrew. Crypto Jew.
Yeah.
Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 12.
Yeah.
He said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country.
Yeah.
To receive for himself a kingdom.
Y'all see that? Like Messiah left us. He left us and then he gave gifts. A certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom. right? Then he leave us and then put a charge out there, kindle that fire. Get this work done. All right, come on now.
And to return. Verse 13. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds.
Delivered 10 pounds. These are not drugs. No. This ain't even weed. This is money you're talking about. As a Negro here, this get simple. Like, I can go sell pounds of weed. That ain't what this is talking about. It's talking about money. In other words, he gave you spiritual gifts.
It's true.
And he told you to do what? What did he say?
And delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them,
what did he say?
Occupy till I come.
What that mean? What does it mean to occupy till I return?
Get tired and quit, Mally.
Yeah, I'm tired. Fall off? You tired? If he say, look, I'm giving you these gifts. I'm giving you this money. Handle what make us think that ain't the same charge given to us from the heavens? Make sure this thing is running in order when I return, or it's gonna be some problems. Wow.
And then, as you heard what he's saying, that kills the whole lazy vibration. That kills the whole, oh, well, you know, I've been knowing that, dog. Cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That kills that whole vibration. We've been leveled a charge.
Right.
Get it done till he show back up.
That's right.
Period.
That's right.
Straight up.
That's right.
Verse 14. But his citizens hated him.
Oof.
Sent a message after him, saying, we will not have this man to reign over us.
We will not have this what?
We will not have this man reign over us.
These are the lawless ones. These are the ones that's rebellious, want to do what they want to do. Can't tell me nothing.
No thing.
Even though he told them, look, occupy till I come. So even though you got this, is always the dynamic of somebody that's saying, you can't tell me what I want, what you. I'm gonna do what I want to do. You can't tell me nothing. Even when Moses received the charge, it was a group of Israelites that was rebellious. And the Most High, Moses drew the line in the sand, and the Most High opened the earth up and swallowed them. He ain't dealing with nothing that's out of order. You can cancel that. You can. He ain't dealing with being lazy. He ain't dealing with you not being accountable. He ain't dealing like that. Feel me? We owe him not to be that. You feel me? Look, you don't be that when you go to your job. You know what your boss requires you.
Yes, sir.
You don't go to work and do what you want to do. There's no dynamic in life where you do what you want to do. Everything is accountability. But for some reason, in this way of life, we done thought that we done fell asleep. We fell asleep at the wheel. You feel me? We just heard. That's it. We just heard.
Cruise control on the highway, huh?
So what's this?
People that made God like a myth.
Yeah.
He really a legend. You know what I'm saying? It's something that people talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's folklore.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. He's a myth.
That's why so many people is relaxed. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the Most High,
I can do what I want to do.
Back to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He thinks God will know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He get that.
Yeah.
It's just the Most High God.
That's right.
You saying that maybe it talks about that Lucifer's greatest trick is convincing the world that the Most High is that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what's going on. You got a lot of people feel like the devil does not exist.
But they don't fear God.
Or I'm God. You know what I'm saying? Like the big movement now. You know what I'm saying? Like the little new age movement. You know what I'm saying? I'm God. You're God. You know what I'm saying? Like you create your own destiny. You can manifest what you want to manifest. Our reality power comes from
Law
inside.
of
You can't
attraction.
manifest nothing if you ain't living right.
Yeah. Yeah. Accountability. You're not gonna be able to do what you want to do. You can play that all you want. You feel me? Until that pain shoot through that chest. You tickle them heart feathers. You be, oh God! Yeah, Lord. Yeah, I bet that back stiffen up on you. You be like, whoa! What's going on around it? Yeah. Yeah, I thought you was God.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, let me get that together. It took you a cortisone shot. We gotta get this together. Yeah, get that together.
Remember the Negro showed up to class with a wrinkled ass shirt, talking about he
Michael the Archangel, yeah. Great teeth.
Wrinkled ass shirt on, prescription glasses.
Man, that Negro had great teeth, a wrinkled polo, a bad hip. He was limping. What's name? Mike. I'm like, okay, Mike, what's good?
Limping in good health.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, look, Judah was standing right next to me too. He's like, this gotta be of the Most High. You feel me? It's meant for us to mock this Negro. We show mock him. Right into the scriptures. Like, boy, what
it in with that Bible?
Yeah, you was tripping. I say, what's up, Mike? No, you ain't hearing me, Malachi. He was like, I'm Michael. I said, what's up, Michael? How you doing? He was like, you still not hearing me. And y'all made fun of me last year on the comment board. I said, oh, yeah? About your name being Michael? He was like, yeah, I'm Michael the Archangel. I said, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm Michael. I'm pretty sure I'm Michael. And on top of that, if you Michael the Archangel, what you trying to convince me for?
Right, convince you.
Yeah, what you supposed to be doing? You supposed to be standing up for your people. What are you doing? You in the basement of the Sirius building trying to convince me that you Michael the Archangel. With a bad hip, great teeth, and a wrinkled polo.
Smelling like WD-4.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. Yeah, he was tripping. He was clowning that day. We got right into him. He ran on up out of there. Come on, Hebrew, let's get it. Luke 19, what verse we in?
Verse 15. And it came to pass that when he was returned, having received the kingdom, then he commanded these servants to be called unto him.
Yeah.
To whom he had given the money.
See? So you see that Messiah return. Books get open. It's like a calendar. Feel me? What you do with what I gave you. Right? Like if somebody gave you something, you have to be accountable with that. And it's deeper than just giving that back. You had to be fruitful with that to make more. Huh? Interest. You see? So when he returned, books get open. He gave you this truth. He gave you this spirit. And you wasn't fruitful. What was you doing? Huh? You were just busy living. So you thought, paying taxes, hustling food stamps. That's it. As best as it gets. Huh? Because you ain't tripped off the divine nature and power that the Most High called you into. He called us into a high calling. An order that was created in the heavens. It's the highest order in the earth. And there ain't no other order you can join carnally to where you can do what you want to do. Huh? But in this Hebrew movement, you see that far too often. Everybody doing what they want to do now. You feel me? And most of the men are scared to stand up and drop the hammer. When I say drop the hammer, I mean stand bold on this word right here, man.
That's right.
You feel me? And look, attitude reflect leadership. Once the men do it, everything else falls in line. You ain't got to worry about all that. Made me like, dang, all these brothers standing strong. Well, dang, let me get myself together. Ain't nowhere I can go. There's nowhere I can go to rebel. All these soldiers standing up, strong. You feel me?
I mean, it's just like you said, y'all gonna be in and out. The leadership is much needed.
Yeah.
Somebody got to step up.
Somebody gonna have to take the bull by the horns, drop the hammer. You feel me? And all that simply saying is be uncompromising when it comes to the word of the Most High. See, when you dealing with like the Most High set up judges and all that, you know, and then it says the saints gonna judge the world. So the wicked judges were the ones that judged off their opinion. The righteous judges were the ones that did what the script said. Even if you ain't like it, even if me and you was cool. You feel me? But if the judgment had to get administered, hey, you feel me? No man, hey, I love you, but hey, this was got to go down.
Right.
You feel me? Because if not, then we're giving wicked counsel. You dig? If not, we being wicked judges. You feel me? Because we lean into our own understanding when it says all the judgments of the Most High are righteous. All of them. You see what I'm saying? So only when you put your own spin on it, take away and add from, is when it become wicked.
Is that what you're talking about when he says, my prophets and my priests profane the sanctuary and scatter my sheep?
Yeah, that's what they were doing. Start taking bribes, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, hey, look, I know I did that. I'm caught red-handed, but I got about 1,000 sheep. You know what I'm saying? I know you can use some sheep. You know what I'm saying? I got about, some 1,000 shekels of gold and silver. I know you could, you feel me? And then he get up off his square and say, "Oh yeah, you know." And that's why the script say, "A gift destroyeth the heart." A gift will destroy your heart or your mind. Now you're not even tripping off the divine sentence of God. You tripping off material wealth.
They even say that on the carnal level, like the journalists. They're not supposed to take gifts when they report stories and stuff like
Wow.
that. Because of the sway, how you report.
Yeah. You're not, but you're biased, or you got to be non-biased, right? You're biased at that point. Oh wait, come on, let's get it.
Luke 19, verse 15.
That's right.
15. To whom he had given the money, that he might know how much every man had gained by trading. Verse 16. Then came the first, saying, Master, thy pound I have gained 10 pounds.
That 1 pound you gave me, I gained 10 off of it. That truth you gave me, I was fruitful. I flipped it 10 times. I was spreading seed everywhere. You see? What you gave me, I 10 times it. Come on, Hebrew.
And he said unto him, Well, thou good servant.
Well, what?
Well, thou good servant. Because thou hast been faithful in very little, have thou authorities over 10 cities.
Wow. So because you was faithful in the little I gave you, have ruled 10 cities. In the world to come, you talking rulership. You talking about judgment. You know what I'm saying? You talking about the rulership of this earth right here. He says, so all right, you flip what I gave you 10 times, have rulership over 10 cities. Some of the rewards and gifts he be handing out because you was faithful and you was uncompromising. And you was constantly growing in this thing, constantly. Okay, well done, good and faithful servant. You was faithful in the little I gave you. Oh man, rule 10 cities then. Somebody gave you authority over 10 cities, who gonna turn that down? Like, look, you rule 10 cities. Like, dang, I don't even run my block. You mean 10 cities? 10 of them. You got some authority. And you got that from the king himself. See? Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 18. And the second came, saying, Master, thy pound have gained 5 pounds.
Now he ain't flip as much as the first one, right? But he flipped. He was fruitful. He got 5 out of it. All right, come on, Hebrew.
And he said likewise to him, Be thou also over 5 cities.
Now trip off that. You see that? So that also shows you ain't even got to be in competition with the next brother or sister as long as you're fruitful. You ain't got to be in competition. Just because he may be greater in glory than you feel me? Play your part and be fruitful. You feel me? You ain't got to be competing with him. He got 10, I'm trying to get 20. No, the lane, the talent you got, just be fruitful with it. You feel me? And based off what you did, you'll be rewarded based off what you did. Right. You see? So that kills even that jealous, envious competition spirit. There was no reason for Saul to fear David. All you had to do was do what God commanded you to do, boy. There's no reason. You feel me? I'm glad the Most High is pouring his spirit out in these last days. And these young brothers is coming into the truth on fire. Doing major work. You hear me? I watched this brew right here grow. I remember his first Passover. I watched him. He was out of control with it. You feel me? Brew came right in, start doing documentaries. He on you lazy niggas' heels. He on y'all heels. Y'all better stay diligent out here. You feel me? Because he'll pass you up. You see? Proud of that Hebrew. I watched him.
Yeah.
I watched him over the years. Just I'm like, that Hebrew boy, he putting fire on these streets. He did? Yeah. Yeah, he done passed up a lot of lazy Negroes who've been around 20 plus years. Because they wasn't diligent. I watched it. Yeah. I watched it. Aki, the young gunner. I remember his first Passover. You feel me? He couldn't even eat a matzo cracker. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mouth dry. What is this? Gave him some bitter herb and all that. He's like, oh my God, face almost exploded. Right. Now that brother in his own lane, man, and developed his own product out here, herbs and all that. You feel me? Deep into the mysteries. You feel me? All that. I watched these brothers grow. And I watched them, but in both of their cases, them brothers diligent. You may not like him. And I like this brother. He did, but you can't drop nothing on his name when it come down to doing his work. You feel me? You may not like the young gunner and his 100 tattoos. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the work, he do it. You feel me? May not like me. I can give less than a damn, but you feel me? You can never say I got lazy.
Right.
It's just been diligent too long.
Slip them on.
Constantly. You feel me? Yeah. You feel me? And that's the whole point of this parable right here. Once you understand, when you got this, you understand, hold on, I'm gonna be accountable. Dang, books are gonna be open. That scared me when I first read it. I was like, man, what? Books are gonna be open. Books? What do you mean books? I was afraid. Like that actually frightened me the first time I read it. Like what we read now. But it inspired me to say, boy, you better take the bull by the horn. Don't compromise with it, man. Stay on it.
Fear the Lord is beginning of wisdom.
Yeah, stay on this. Do not play. All right. Where we at?
Verse 20.
Yeah.
And another came, saying, Master, behold, here is thy pound, which I have kept laid up in a napkin.
Here's your pound right here. It's right here laid in a napkin. This napkin right here. What you gave me, I hid it.
Right.
You sat on that truth,
I hid it. You feel me? And I put it under the couch. These are the brothers in spirit that say, I've been on that. These are sisters that say, I've been on. You just not find that out? And you be like, yeah, you never told me. Yeah, you ain't doing nothing with it. Last I've seen, you just a regular Negro. I don't see no difference. What's the difference? You do everything they do. That's what's going on. You do everything they do. There's no difference. I just know I knew that right there. Here it is. Laid the napkin right here.
A wrinkle napkin at that.
Right here. Got a little corner.
That's all. Yeah. I've been knowing that, dog.
Yeah, you don't want to be one of these Hebrews. That have the truth laid up in the napkin. So what else does this show? That it ain't even good enough to the Most High to give him back what he gave you. Well, why did he give you that? What you get fronted with this for? Even if you was in the streets and you used to sell drugs, if somebody fronted you something and you just gave them back what you fronted them, you feel me? Why would he even give that back to you? What did he benefit by giving that to you? Nothing. No point in me giving you this if you didn't flip it 5-10 times. And that's on a carnal, wicked world, a wicked level. How much more in the spirit? You feel me? You can ask any drug dealer, man, if you get fronted and you bring back to him what he fronted you, how long he gonna keep fronting you? He ain't gonna front you no more.
That's a sign of saying you out the game.
Yeah, you not. All you did was come back with what I gave you. Huh? That means you getting high on your own. You getting high on his supplies, and you just made enough to come back and purchase another. That's it. So this is not good. It's not good enough to give him back what he gave you. That ain't good enough. You have to be fruitful.
Man, cats go harder on the streets than it is for this gospel.
Yeah.
That's right.
A damn shame. It's like, man, I took them same principles. I do pull-ups, pop-outs, drive-bys, you name it. I plot, whatever. You finna get this work.
Yeah.
If I ain't getting you, I'm hitting the one closest to you. It's like the streets. Am I lying? Pull up, pop-outs, think it's a game. I pull up on your mama. Everybody can get it. Kids outside.
Everybody.
I'm blaming everybody.
Yeah.
Shooter the shooter.
Shooter the shooter.
Straight up.
Hey, conversation. Look, that's what I'm saying. You be listening for conversations and all that.
Yeah.
Like we be in the store, you know everybody looking at you.
Yeah.
But you dress different. Everybody looking at you, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just be loud. Act like we having a conversation amongst each other. Like, man, I was at Bible study the other day. Bible. They was giving out a reward to anybody that could prove Christmas was given by God. Everybody in the store acting like they don't hear you. I know you listening.
I know you listening.
You feel me? Like we start stuff like that. Like we just.
That's how me and Morty was today. Singing better Morty.
Did you? That's how we do it. Yeah, loud. Loud. You know what I'm saying? What are we in secret for? Bold with it, man. Where people be like, man, who was them? But you know what? You'll start researching and be like, and that's the whole thing. Get your people back thinking. You know, we got powerful minds, man. All right, where we at?
Verse 21.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna go back to 20.
Let's get it. Ema Ray, you say, what's fronting? Ema, that's. I mean, I really ain't want to, you know, but you know, we ain't got to talk about this Shabbat, you dig? She said, what is fronting? It's an elder mother of ours. She in her 70s, you know what I'm saying? No need for us to go there, you know what I'm saying? All right, would y'all see some heathen in this post? What's going on? I wouldn't mind kicking somebody head first about her.
Give him the boot.
Yeah.
Who is it? Y'all comment, who is it? You say what? Somebody in there? David Yikes in her? Nigga, I need a napkin. Oh, yeah, let me get you on about her.
What did he say?
Nigga, I need a napkin. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and throw you head first about this chat. Hey, my trigger finger on fire today. Come on with it. Anybody else want to get it, they can get it. Y'all keep your eyes on that chat. Anybody talking crazy getting thrown head first about her? Anybody. It's all good. We trying to enjoy the Most High Sabbath, and here come these heathens.
That's right.
All right, come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 20.
Yeah.
And another came, saying, Master, behold, here is thy pound, which I have kept, laid up in a napkin. Verse 21. For I feared thee, because thou art in our spirit.
See that? He said, I feared you because he's coming up with an excuse on why he wasn't fruitful. He said, but look, the reason I gave you back what you gave me is because I was scared. Ooh-wee.
Hard looking.
I was scared. Because you are an austere man. Austere means somebody that's strict. Somebody that's uncompromising. He's looked at as stern and harsh when it comes to this. You feel me? And notice they call him the Lord. They call him the Messiah this.
Like a song.
So that shows you he wasn't in that diddly-do neighbor spirit either. Diddly-do neighbors. Hey, Denisha, love you. Hey, he wasn't in all that. You know what I'm saying? What the scriptures say. Feel me? Many people get offended. I mean, the prophecy say many was going to be offended at him, though. A rock of offense and stumbling. And if the Messiah was here today, many would still be offended at him, even in Israel. You understand? We fell asleep at the wheel. We too lazy. You feel me? We secret Hebrews for real. You really ain't about this life. Yeah? You an excuse of light. All you do is make excuses. That's all you do. All right? Come on, Op.
Thou takest up that thou layest not down.
Yeah.
And reapest that thou didst not sow.
Yeah.
And he said unto him, out of thy own mouth will I judge thee, thou wicked servant.
Out of thy own mouth will I judge you, you wicked servant. You see? What you just did was give him an excuse, and now we understand that he ain't hearing no excuses. You need to know that about this king you claim you follow.
What do you call lazy?
Serve.
What do you call lazy secret rules? Wicked servant.
Wicked servant. If you lazy, he called him wicked. Thou wicked servant. Wicked and slothful. See? So that lets you know he ain't hearing no excuses.
You can't be lazy. You gotta get
Yeah.
on with the work.
Yeah. There's nothing you can tell him why you fell back and stop doing what he called you to do. He ain't hearing no excuses.
No excuse. One thing I did notice is when you declare to take this walk, in your path, he gonna put people and work, assignments for you, you know what I'm saying, to take care of. So there's no way how you can be lazy. You know what I'm saying?
Come in contact with people every day.
Right.
Man, I don't even know how to be lazy, man. Like, it don't even. It don't even make sense, man. I was with the brother Viticus, man. We pulled up and we was down in Memphis. I saw a dude in the graduate thing. I said, hey, we gonna pop out on him real quick. We just popped up on him and blamed on the whole family. And they accepted the truth. One of the brothers accepted the truth. Billy was like, dang, man, I got to use to be with you. Yeah. Me,
because it's never a dull moment.
Straight up.
There's bombs getting dropped every day.
Bombs away. We dropped out on you. Hey, congratulations. Y'all, thank you. Hey, well, come here, though. I'm not done. That was the start.
Yeah, I got something for you.
Got something for you.
Yeah.
You about to hear something you ain't heard your whole 4 years of life. Never forget. He took my number down. So hopefully the brother called.
Same thing. Be with them little jokers. I see any little pack of little jokers in the street. Oh, God. I just seen something coming down there. What's up with you little Hebrews?
Yeah.
Nothing. Y'all know y'all the chosen people of God, right? I didn't even know my little nephew was amongst them. He came right out the crowd. I'm like, what up, Unc? I'm like, boy, what you doing? I'm squeezing. What you doing over here, boy? I walked. I'm like, all right, your mama know you over here? Yeah. All right. Hey, put them little jokers on game. Let them know what time it is. He's like, okay. Shalom. Yeah. You hold these little jokers to it. I see a pack of little, because them the next rulers of the earth. The joker's 12. What? You need to know this now. I didn't hear this till I was 21. You need to know this now. You dig? That's what it is. Come on, Ak, let's get it.
Verse 22, middle of verse 22.
Yeah.
Thou knewest that I was an austere man, taking up that I laid not down, and reaping that I did not sow.
Meaning the whole earth is the Most High's. Come on.
Wherefore then givest not thou my money into the bank, that at my coming I might have required my own with use.
Man, you so lazy. You know, you could have just gave this to one brother, such as this brother right here, this brother right here, or that brother that fell asleep on the post over there.
Right. Slip them on.
Nehemiah, you feel me? Been sleep. Gave it to one of these bros, right? That I'm talking about that was on fire with it. And that would have been way better for you to give this to somebody who could have did all that work for it. All that work. That'd kind of better for you than somebody that hides his truth, hides the wisdom. You feel me? That'd have been way better for you. But you didn't even do that. You didn't even give it to one person who would have spread it to everybody. You feel me? You kept the truth laid in a napkin. Right here. Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
And he said unto them that stood by, take from him the pound, and give it to him that have 10 pounds.
Snatch that away from him. Snatch that truth and that spirit away from him. That's symbolic for death. Get it to somebody that's gonna do something with it. You see? It don't profit us to be stagnant in this. It don't profit us to be stagnant and comfortable, and that we plateau off and then we decrease in the world. It don't profit you, because you know what the Most High gonna do? Take what you have and give it to somebody else. I've watched it over the years. I watch brothers get an idea and say something and sit on it, and I watch brothers come around years later and get hit with that same idea. And I look over like, they gotta be of the Most High, because you've been talking about it, but he did it.
Yeah.
You see, you lazy, right? You comfortable. Come on, Ak, let's get it.
And they said unto him, Master, he has 10 pounds.
They're like, he already got 10 pounds. What do you get more for? That show you feel me? The more fruitful you are, the more you're going to get.
Right.
If you ain't doing nothing with what he gave you, he going to take it from you and give it to somebody that's doing the work. Right? It's for the sisters too. The sisters too.
The sisters too.
You virtuous, you got to own that. You virtuous, own it. You feel me? Because if you fall asleep on the job and do what you're supposed to do, it's going to be a crew of sisters come through here. It's going to be willing to be submissive and obedient by any means necessary, and going to love it.
There's so many young women out here that's lost hope. They need to be just ministered to all the time.
Yeah.
You see young people walking up down the street, just being disrespectful to each other, just all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The way they carry themselves, nobody say nothing. They just be like, oh, this is
yeah. And you see that. You see that what you're gonna see is that the youngins or the youngsters gonna start outshining the elders who ain't dropped the hammer on the command, who are compromising in this. You're gonna start seeing it. You're like, dang, they straight outshining the elders. You remember all the elders had to die before we went into the promised land.
Yep.
I do that sometimes to you know, everybody can work here with me sometime. I like, you know, did you listen to your client? You know, I heard you going through, but did you give the word?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I just didn't say nothing because I didn't think that like it ain't about what you think. You must just get them the script.
They're gonna be held accountable for them. Just straight up, like if I was on, like, you ain't sitting in my show without getting this work. You can't go nowhere. So now I'm gonna blame on you the whole time.
Yeah, that's what Ursha do. Ursha turn on the YouTube video, turn the music on, turn it up.
Some of these real agitating. I turn it up.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I heard him back there. Yeah.
It's crazy, man. I done seen, like you said, man, like I've only been in this for 6 years, but I've seen a lot in these 6 years. People come into the truth and then boom, they fall off. Or I run into somebody in the street that may know them. Like, dang, they didn't tell you this? Like, what? Man, it better be, you hear my name in the street. All you do is force his beliefs. Yep. That sounds like Judah. You don't get this work.
Yeah, man.
Who you are.
Real talk. I done ran into brothers, you know, people, brothers that know certain brothers I know that's been around a so-called long time, over 2 decades, man. I'm saying, and had children 20 and stuff now. You dig? I done ran into you and have no clue.
No clue.
What you about. Like, you ain't even know it. You ain't even, you're not even representing. You feel me? That means your fire was put out. And the only reason your fire got put out is because you wasn't diligent. You didn't give diligence to make this call in an election sure. I watched it.
People ask their parents when they find out the truth. They be like, yeah, you know, they like, yeah, I know that. Why you didn't say nothing?
Well,
yeah, that's all they see.
They one of these. They're one of these napkin bros.
Yeah.
And a napkin. Yahoo. Grab a door for the bro.
And then
look at Ass. What up, bro?
Slime through.
Yeah. They're napkin bros.
Like when you look at the Apocrypha, Ecclesiastes chapter 20, verse 30.
Tell what you Israelites.
It says, wisdom that is hid.
Shalom, bro.
How you doing, bro?
Easy.
Good to see you, priest.
Y'all
good? Shabbat shalom, man.
What it do, huh?
What verse you
say, Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha chapter 20, verse 30 and 31.
Chapter 20, verse 30 and 31.
It says, wisdom that is hid.
Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. Bruce say napkin lights. Oh boy, say L is good. That's my auxiliary yacht. Napkin bros. A napkin light. Don't hide your talents in a napkin.
Straight up.
You unfold your napkin. Yeah.
Yeah.
They will put it on somebody in the street that they give it to them, but sometimes they have knowledge and won't give it to them.
Yeah.
That's what we're about to read here.
They still they wickedness. They know the truth, but saying they wickedness and don't want to give it to the kids, so then the kids will start asking parents like, well, I thought we were supposed to do this.
It's Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 20, verse 30. It says, wisdom that is hid.
Yeah.
And treasure that is hoarded up or stored up. Right? What profit is in them both?
What profit in it? You hiding wisdom and you hiding your riches.
It says,
what does it profit you?
Better is he that hideth his folly.
Hideth his foolishness.
Than a man that hideth his wisdom.
Than a man that hides his truth. You better hide your folly, your foolishness, than hiding this. What profit is it?
Shameth on thou.
Luke 19, verse 26.
Let's get it.
For I say unto you, that unto every one which hath shall be given, and from him that have not, even that he have shall be taken away from him.
See, if you ain't being fruitful with this, that spirit gonna get took right off you and given to somebody else. We've seen it. We've seen it. And then the one when the spirit get took up off of him, he started acting like Saul with David, trying to kill him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know that the light been put out. Spirit is gone. Right? And all you had to do was stay diligent and obedient, and you would have forever increased in this thing. You feel me? Now you got somebody that's perceived as an elder, Zyquan, jealous of a younger brother because he took the bull by the horns and ran with it. You feel me? And the most I say, well, that's who I'm going to favor. I'm going to increase him. You feel me? I'm going to increase him. I'm going to increase him. All right? You fell asleep at the wheel. You went back to your couch.
And it's a warning to these so-called elder broods. You start finding yourself saying, hey, what's that one scripture? Or you start, I used to.
Oh, wow.
You're losing it, Jack.
Yeah.
Get it together.
You're losing it. Because you know what? You're doing what the scripture say. You done forsook your first love.
Yeah.
You forsook that. You feel me? Now you preoccupied with everything else. Everything else is your preoccupation. Oh, wait. Come on. What verse you in?
Verse 27.
Yeah.
But those, my enemies.
My who?
My enemies.
The Messiah has enemies? My enemies. Go ahead.
Which would not that I should reign over them.
Yeah.
Bring them hither. Slay them before me.
That's the judgment on being a wicked, slothful servant. And being one that was not down with this program right here. There's always rebel rousers. There's always rebellious and wickedness around. You feel me? But being that's around, you must establish the order. Yeah. Being around, you must establish the order. You feel me? Drop the hammer on this thing. And again, you men got to, we got to take the bull by the horn and be uncompromised. Once we strong, it's like, dang, all these bulls strong. How about we get ourselves together? You don't have no choice. You feel me? And in that, you're going to see the power of the Most High start being magnified. The power is here. You just ain't standing on the word. We're trying to figure out how to get the power without the blueprint. It's right there. Everything is right there. You dig? How about we, by any means necessary, drop this order and get it done? You feel me? And all it takes is a little bit of discipline, determination, and dedication. No, that's all it takes. You feel me? And watch it unfold. It'd be like, dang, you wasn't playing no games around here, right? Give me 2 Timothy 2. 2 Timothy 2. I need 1 through 5. 2 Timothy 2, 1 through 5. All praise, glory, and honor to the Most High.
You already know.
Stand on it as it is written. That's right, Derek Rice. That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Shalom to the family. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat Israel. Ain't no turning back, Hebrew, for sure.
And it's winning.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Dig? This ain't a game for boys. This ain't a game for boys. Man up.
Secret lights.
Dig? Take back the command and watch everything get in order. That's the solution. We can blame on women all day. You feel me? But until you check her head, check the situation, then that's gonna continue. It's the men. That's the solution. How long we been yelling, women? These niggas out here soft. Man up. You feel me? Once you drop the hammer, she may get mad a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But after that, she's gonna respect, like, you know what? Yeah, but it's gonna look. Of course, I ain't never knocking it. I'm saying once the man established the order, whatever ain't righteous is gonna get rolled over. You ain't about this life. You gonna get separated. You gonna get rolled over because he ain't going for it.
No.
Dang, he ain't going for it. Well, either I'm down with this or I ain't. Yeah, you have a decision to make.
Right.
If you down with it or you ain't. But I can't go off just because you on something else. I gotta stay my course. What did we learn from Adam and Eve? Adam should have stood up, checked that, checked the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? You got no choice but to get in order then. Bam. Right? 9 compromise. Let's get it out.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 1.
Yeah.
Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Yahweh Shai, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses. The same commit thou to faithful men.
You see that? He told him be strong. He told him to his Timothy, the one he raised in the truth, someone that he was over or responsible for. He told him be strong first, and then he say, what I tell you, what I give to you, commit this to faithful men. We ain't just talking about just some average.
Give it to anybody.
No, no, give it to the faithful men. Those is gonna be faithful in this, right? Come on, Hebrew.
Read that verse again.
Yeah, come on home.
Verse 2 again. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men.
The same commit thou to faithful men. What you heard about me among many witnesses? See, Paul wasn't no secret Israelite.
Right.
He wasn't no secret believer in the Messiah. Everywhere he spread the word. It's what it is. So what is he like? The same that you've heard of me. Meaning his name ring bells out here. You talking about who? Paul of Tarsus? Oh, yeah, that brother go hard. The same thing you heard of me among many witnesses. Everybody tell you I bang this truth, right?
Yeah.
That same thing you heard about me, commit to faithful men who can teach others also. In other words, he told them, raise up soldiers out here in these streets, man, and make sure they doing what I charge you with. You see? There's no room to be lazy in this. There's no room. There's no room to be stagnant and fall off. And he told Timothy that commit this thing to faithful men who can teach others. What you heard about me, commit to them. All right, come on now.
Commit thou to faithful men.
Yeah.
Who shall be able to teach others also.
See? You got to be able to teach others also. No, you ain't nobody, you ain't just a fair weather Israelite, you know, hands in your pocket, rocking back on your heels. You just heard.
Right.
Ain't said nothing.
Cruise control, bro.
Yeah, cruise control. Yeah. That ain't what this about. You see? Because you've been given a charge. And that's why he told him, be strong. All right, come on now.
Verse 3.
Yeah.
Thou therefore endure hardness.
Endure what?
Endure hardness.
Get lazy.
Endure hardness.
I'm tired.
Endure hardness.
I don't feel like it.
Endure hardness. Endure hardness.
That's say endure hardness.
That's right.
That means you got to get through that. You got to get through all the fiery darts and the ups and downs and the slander and the bearing the false witness. You got to get through that and embrace it. You feel me? I'm falling in love with war almost. Like, dang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get your adrenaline going. Like, dang. You feel me? Like certain people that's in like the Navy SEALs or the Green Berets, like they in the military, but they in special forces, right? Those cats are in love with being soldiers. They love it. You can drop them off in the middle of a bush somewhere, go holler at them about a week, they overthrew a country. For real. They love it. They love every bit of it. Like, you feel me? We got our plans together, you know, had the snipers up there, got the bomb squad. We love this.
They love it so much they come home and get depressed.
Yeah. Yeah. You come home to where it's peace and you depressed. Like, you feel me?
These are their families and everything.
Yeah.
And now,
is he a soldier? You understand? Look, you like that for a physical kingdom in a carnal realm. You can't be like that even harder for the Most High. You see? You got to be strong. You got to endure hardness out here as a good soldier. Come on now.
Thou therefore endure hardness.
Yeah.
As a good soldier of Yahushua.
That's right.
No man that warreth entangled himself with the affairs of this life.
You see that? No man is involved in the war that we in. He can care less about the affairs of this life. Meaning, I'm not arguing over Cardi B and whoever that heifer she battling. I care less. Like y'all straight getting people getting in fist fights over Kanye West and his little statements on slavery. I'm like, man, I don't care what he said. And on top of that, if y'all pay more attention to the words of the Messiah, we be way better off as a people. Why is y'all tripping off what he said, whether it's true or not? Why everybody arguing over the affairs of this life? If you was really in this war, you wouldn't even be getting entangled in that. You'd be like, whatever. So what? What that script say? Come on now.
No man that warreth entangled himself with the affairs of this life.
Yeah.
That he may please him.
Come on.
Who have chosen him to be a soldier.
Did you see that? Did you may please him who have chosen you to be a soldier? You've been chosen to be a soldier. You in a spiritual war, right? right? Well, soldiers fight wars, that you may please him, the Most High, who have chosen you to be a soldier. You can't please him if you entangled with the affairs of this life, arguing over Atlanta housewives, and you know what I'm saying? Like it don't work. Darkness can't dwell with light. You got to figure out what war you in and whose side you on. You see? Come on now.
Verse 5.
Yeah.
And if a man also strive for mastery.
Mastery is like any type of game. Everybody into the playoffs now with basketball, right? That's a mastery. It's like a game. If you was competing in a game, come on.
Yet is he not crowned, except he strive lawful.
You're not crowned unless you play by the rules, even on this round. You got to play by the rules to receive the Vince Lombardi trophy in football. Or that NBA trophy for the finals. You got to play by the rules. You see? To receive a crown on this side. How much more in the kingdom to come? Notice you got to strive lawfully. Dang. All that's going on? All this is in the Bible? You just fell asleep. You know what day the Sabbath day is. You don't eat pork no more. You know. You eat crabs no more, oysters and all that. That's it. That's it. That's where the bus stops with you. Get your basics and elevate. Feel me? You gonna be off in the stratosphere somewhere getting this. High off the spirit. Representing Melchizedek order.
Stand in your own lane.
Yeah. As we went over earlier, this comes with certain character traits. You feel me? Commandments and the belief in who you are is the basic foundation.
Straight up.
Now you got to elevate. And if you ain't elevating, you're dead. We read that earlier. You ain't elevating, you're dead. And what he tell the slothful servant that was this right here? What did he tell him? Out of your own mouth, I'm gonna judge you, you wicked servant. Then he told him, but those my enemies that didn't want me to rule, bring them right here and slay them. That's gonna be the order given from the king to his faithful servants by anybody that's slothful. Anybody that's wicked ain't down with the program. Jesus said that.
Yes.
You almost believe that couldn't be in the Bible. But you should read this and know, okay, well, he's holding us to a high standard then. Yeah. This should make you afraid. This should make you more encouraged. Like, let me try my best, my very all to get this right.
It's like you were saying though, like when you get into this walk, especially when you calling after the order of Melchizedek. Like I was talking to Mally and I was talking to a little bit earlier about it. It's not only about keeping the commandments and the law, this comes with principles too. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's a characteristic thing also. So yeah, the laws are basic, but as you uphold the principle too, because you get judged on breaking protocol too. And we are at the order. This is a commandment hierarchy that started in the galaxy. It's principles to that. One of the main ones is love and honor. You know what I'm saying? So you can be keeping the commandments all you want, but if you're not honoring your fellow brethren, is that actually keeping the commandments? Like we are so held to a higher standard, but we don't see that because, like Malik said, we get comfortable with Leviticus 11 and we get comfortable with Deuteronomy 28, and then the buck stops there. So nigga, you ain't even building a house. You done built the foundation, and that's it. Yo, if it rain right now, you ain't got no roof on your crib. You done.
You're finished.
So finished.
Yeah. So this is it's a character building order. It builds character and it comes with principles.
That's right.
And that's beyond the 10 commandments. And people hate to hear that because it's like, dang, not only do I gotta keep the 10 commandments, but I still gotta follow the principle order. You know what I'm saying? The order of Melchizedek. It's so wide though that like you gotta think about it. This order came down from the galaxy. It's stuff that you gotta labor and work for he to give you most of these spiritual principles that you ain't even know that even existed. It's like when did the buck just stop here on earth? When it didn't even establish on earth first. It was established in the kingdom of God.
That's right.
It's great, man.
That's right. This show shouting you out on comment, boy. They like teach. Hey man, yeah, you know I got the shooters in here with me, man. I got the shooters right here, man. You see these brothers right here, boy, running, ducking, hide. If you wicked, you're gonna get bodied. Yeah, it is what it is, man. All right, was you done with that? Was you done with that? That 2 Timothy?
Back in his Luke.
Yeah, I heard 1 through 5.
Okay, 1 through 5. We did the Luke 19 already, right?
Yeah.
I want to go into some more accountability. Do me Matthew
14,
Matthew 13.
Yeah.
Matthew 13.
Oh yeah.
Matthew 13. And then we do Luke. We're gonna do Susanna tonight. We ain't gonna be able to read through all 9 chapters of 10 chapters of Esther tonight. Yeah, but we'll get Susanna. We'll end with that because that was a woman that held her integrity. Even when all eyes was against her. You know what I'm saying? She stood on it.
Kept her principle.
That's right. That's right. Now, how many would have sold out?
Yeah.
And say, because she was under the death sentence. Now we're going to put you to death. And it was a wicked counsel. Oh, not a wicked counsel. Not 2 witnesses, 2 elders. Not that.
Yeah.
But because they was inflamed with lust. They concocted a whole situation to slander this sister and put her to death. Ain't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Y'all know that's crazy. Y'all know that's crazy.
Yes, we do.
But yeah, 2 elders.
Yeah.
So it was 2 witnesses against her and everything. And she still held her integrity. Even though death was on the table. You know what I'm saying? Even though everybody was siding with the elders. Everybody believed her. Everybody believed them. Until the hammer got dropped. And it was like, whoa, you feel me? Then everybody realized, dang, I was off. That one-sided story show painted a hell of a picture. Got to. And they was about to put that woman to death. Everybody believed them elders behind her. To the Most High, put the spirit on a young man, Daniel. One of the first things Daniel did as a youth. He judged the situation.
He established order.
And he checked them elders. Like, y'all wicked. Feel me? Separated them. And got a different account. Dig? Like, y'all gonna get put down for that. That was evil. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was willing to take it that far. Feel me? All over your own little lust. Oh, wee. It gets real. Nehemiah, you awake, Hebrew? Dang. This script serious, man. And it manifests on so many levels. If you realize we the living oracles. We the living word of the Most High. You see that? And everything you do play out. It play out right in front of you. It's like either you gonna peep it or you not. Oh, wait. Everything you do, there's an example in the scripture.
Hey, real quick, I want to grab Sirach 19:15.
Come on with it.
It says, admonish a friend, for many times it is a slander, and believe not every tale. Straight up.
Real talk, man.
19 and verse 15.
Real talk. Thirster lights.
Yeah, man. Dude basically saying, I'm calling him Israelite.
His Hebrew done woke up Jonan, man.
He woke up, huh?
He woke up. Going off, son.
Going on.
Can these bones live? All right, let's get it. Matthew 13, start at verse 1. We're going to get into the parable of the sower and the seed. And it's a short parable in Luke 14 that we got to go through. Then we're going to hit Susanna and get up out of here. All praise and glory and honor to the Most High. Shabbat shalom to the worldwide family, the assembly. Right on for all y'all prayers, support. You understand? May the Most High bless and increase every last one of y'all. Y'all could be doing anything tonight. Y'all could be doing anything tonight, but you here enjoying the Shabbat, throwing down the word of the Heavenly Father. Hallelujah.
That's right. Much love to my brother Gabriel watching and my cousin Mariah.
Hallelujah.
Blessings.
Come on in. Come on home.
In the book of Matthew, chapter 13, I'm going to start at verse 1.
Yeah.
Everybody there, we good?
Let's get it.
It says, the same day went Yahushua out of the house and sat by the seaside, and great multitudes were gathered together unto him.
Yeah.
So he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, behold, a sower went forth to sow. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside.
A sower is a farmer, a planter, somebody got seeds, right? He on his way to his fruitful land, his fruitful possession, but as he going, seeds are bouncing out of his satchel. You feel me? Falling by the wayside. All right, go ahead.
And the fowls came and devoured them up.
And they would understand this because that's what they did day in and day out. If you wasn't a shepherd, you was some type of farmer. In our way of living. You feel me? Because we all had land, you feel me? Cattle, all that. So they could relate to what this is about right here. They saw it every day. Right? A parable is an earthly story with a heavenly meaning to it. He teaching them about the kingdom of heaven based off what they see every day. Right? If he was a basketball player, he be talking about basketball. Right? If he was a rapper, he be talking about a studio or something. Yeah. And it's always there to relate to the kingdom. Because it's to show you what you see in every day, you can relate this to the kingdom and switch up your behavior and be more accountable. Right. All right? Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 5.
Yeah.
Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth. And forthwith they sprung up because they had no deepness of earth.
So we got by the wayside, we got stony places, right? What else we got?
Verse 6.
Yeah.
And when the sun was up, they were scorched. And because they had no root, they withered away. Verse 7. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But others fell unto good ground and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, some 60-fold, some 30-fold. Who have ears to hear, let them hear.
You see that? You got to know, but look, everybody has a physical ear, right? But everybody can't receive this spiritual understanding. Everybody can't hear the song.
That's right.
You see? So we got seeds by the wayside, stony places, thorns, or on good ground. Now, what if these seeds are people? Aren't you the seeds of your father?
Yeah.
What if these seeds are actually people? Because remember, it's a parable, so it's an earthly story with a heavenly meaning, right? So if these are people, then you would have to ask, which seed am I? What group do I fall in? See, accountability. That's one of those character traits. That's one of those. What you say earlier, Hebrew? Not a character trait, but a principle. You feel me? Accountability.
Principle comes established already inside the water.
Yeah. You got to be accountable, right? Anybody that's into accounting to tell you. If a straight accountant knows about books being open, balancing books. You feel me? If something get took from over here, got to be debited over here, got to be credited over here. Accountability. These are accounting terms. Yeah, numbers, right? All right, come on, now let's get it.
Verse 10. The disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables?
They like, why are you speaking like that? Why speakest thou in parables, huh? All praise and glory and honor. May the Most High bless you for your arm, Hebrew. Army of Israel headquarters.
Hey,
Recall Shalom. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
Verse 11.
Yeah.
He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
So he told the disciples flat out, I gave them straight to y'all. You feel me? Y'all got it straight. You understand? I broke all the mysteries off to y'all. They asked him, why are you speaking to them like that? Because I gave them straight to y'all. Now I have to break no parables off. Huh? So that's a privileged position to be in, to where the King of glory, right? Who was there creating the heavens and the earth, gave you the keys to the kingdom, gave you all the mysteries. Ooh-wee, come on.
But to them, it is not given.
It ain't given to them. I didn't give it to them straightforward. You understand? It was given to y'all. This is a privileged position to be in, but always remember, to much is given, much is required and expected. That's why in the world to come, the 12 disciples get to sit on 12 thrones. Feel me? Judging the 12 tribes of Israel. You feel me? Because he gave them the keys. He gave them the mystery straight up. Like if you continue with me in the regeneration or the resurrection, when the Son of Man shall sit on the throne of his glory, ye too shall sit on 12 thrones. Judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Oh. right? So Peter and them couldn't take this like it was just some booty poop movement, like, you know. I mean, he even told Timothy, commit this thing to faithful men who can teach others. So you got to take this thing serious, right? You got the keys to the kingdom of heaven, and it's looked at like it's nothing, right? You got brothers who have dedicated their lives to this, and they looked at it as nothing. Like you turn your nose up at them and everything. You know what I'm saying? Brothers broke. Yeah, all right, whatever. You dig? But that brother got the keys. Huh? In the end, it's checkmate. In the end, what you talking ain't about nothing. It's temporary. That brother got the keys to the kingdom, and he's looked at like a chump. Wow. This is truly Babylon. This is truly Babylon. You feel me? To what's supposed to be valued ain't valued. Ain't valued no more. It's like whatever.
What was that parable about on the horse? You saw the king that was walking.
Ecclesiastes 4. He saw servants. He saw servants or kings of the earth walking next to servants, and the servants were riding on horses. Ecclesiastes, remember, the roles have been reversed.
Right.
The kings are supposed to be on the horses, and the servants are supposed to be walking. That's Ecclesiastes, the 4th chapter. Right. Man, serious. Come on, Knock, what you got?
Verse 12.
Yeah.
For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever have not, from him shall be taken away even that he had.
We read that earlier. A totally different parable. Read the same thing. Like if you ain't doing nothing with this, the Most High take it from you and give it to somebody who's gonna do something. Now, once again, we've witnessed that over the years, whether you're on YouTube looking at certain brothers or within your own person. You don't witness the spirit get took off brothers. You feel me? They scared to even throw up a photo or shalom. Now, what's up? You see him in the store, shalom, brother. They be looking at you like, don't be getting too loud. Now you're going to embarrass me. Like, hey, all right.
You're going to embarrass me.
You're going to embarrass me. You know
Embarrass the lights.
My people don't know about this. Come on, Doc, let's get it. Yeah.
Therefore, speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not.
Yeah.
Neither do they understand.
Come on.
And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which said, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand.
Yeah, Isaiah the 6th chapter. It's Isaiah the 6th chapter. Come on, Hebrew.
And seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive.
Yeah.
For this people's heart is wax gross.
You see that? So your heaven, your mind. If we just looking at the layout of the body, your mind will be heavy.
Yeah.
Your mind is wax gross. That's what heart means in the Bible. It means your mind. Out of the heart proceedeth evil thoughts. You think with this. Your heart is wax gross. You got a defiled conscience. You feel me? Everything you think about is off. Heart is wax gross. Come on, Hop.
And their ears are dull of hearing.
Oh, wait.
And their eyes they have closed. Least at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their hearts, and should be converted.
It should be. So that show you Israelites can be converted. That was a doctrine going around talking about the converse of just the other nations. And what is this right here? You feel me? If an Israelite is gone off in his understanding, then he has to be converted into the truth. Paul had to be converted into the true doctrine of the Messiah. You see that? All right, come on, Hebrew.
And I shall heal them.
Come on. So that means you're sick. If the head is sick, if the heart is gross, the whole body is sick.
That's right,
All right, come on,
Verse 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them.
You see? See, it's a privilege for you to be living in this day, in this hour, you feel me, and being able to go through the Bible and get edified. That's an honor. That should not be looked at as if, I'm just going to Bible study. You know what I'm saying? You should more be saying, I'm going to get the keys to the kingdom of heaven. I'm about to hear some heavenly jewels. That's what I'm about to go do. You look at it, that's just, the Bible. The Bible study, you know, little cute book. Got your cute little cover on it. You know, the sisters got their little designs and all that. Yeah, that's what's up. It's all good. But it's looked at as something cute. You feel me? Instead of something powerful, divine, exceeding great. You feel me? It ain't looked at like that. It's looked at as just a little cute little diary, you know. A soothing read. Huh? Instead of an exceeding great, glorious, and rich inheritance. Huh? All right, come on with it.
And to hear those things which ye heard, and have not heard them. Verse 18.
You good.
Hear ye therefore the parable of the sower. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom,
come on,
and understandeth it not.
So you hear the word, right? And you understand it. Y'all done been around people like that before. If y'all been spreading the word, you've been around somebody who heard it, just told them, but they didn't understand, right? Come on now.
Then cometh the wicked.
Then comes the devil, Satan, that spiritual adversary. Then comes the wicked one. Come on.
And catcheth away that which was sown in his heart.
Come on.
This is he which received seed by the wayside.
Which seed are you? Huh? You need to be aiming to be not one that fell by the wayside. Because that's somebody that hear it, but didn't understand. You understand? And being he didn't understand, the enemy came in and snatched it away. Even what he heard. You dig? This is he that received seed by the wayside. So when you go into the parable about, and some seeds fell by the wayside, he's talking about men and women who have heard this word, didn't understand it, and the devil came in like, some niggas tripping. Don't listen to that.
Exactly.
And you said,
Halloween.
You said, oh, I thought so. Keep partying.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, he didn't really say this. Not really. Yeah. Yeah, one of them. So you know that you've seen it in your life before.
Thou don't have to obey thy husband.
Oh, that's a major one. All right, come on, Hebrew. That's a major one. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 20.
Yeah.
But he that receiveth the seed unto stony places, the same is he that heareth the word.
Yeah.
And anon.
Anon meaning immediate. And anon. He received the word, he hear it, and anon meaning immediately. Come on.
With joy receive it.
Yeah, shalom.
That's us.
We the bros.
Deuteronomy 28.
You feel me? Brother be super excited. I'm talking about ready to blow out here.
You'd be thinking like, oh man, he gonna hold on to this. Man, you see how excited he was? Saw that light bulb turn on? Yeah, whatever.
Like one of you Kendrick Lamar Israelites. Everybody was amped about Kendrick Lamar. And I told the bro, I said, look, we'll see. What y'all so amped about? You feel me? That's like when Chingy woke up back in 2000. Everybody, I'm like, look, we'll see. Yeah, boy. Hey, what'd you say, boy? A fortnight ain't go by. And he had jumped ship. Yeah. Yeah, we were like, what is wrong? What is wrong with this? And they was saying everybody like out. Kendrick Lamar to my he was an Israelite, but when they put him on an interview, and the one that was interviewing him say, so what do you mean about you're the chosen people? And explain yourself. Oh no, it's my cousin Carl. I really don't believe it. I just was playing. Yeah, in so many words, yeah, that's what he basically was saying.
Shame is on thou.
I'm like, yeah, you a Kendrick Lamar Israelite. You feel me? You one of these seeds that fell amongst the stones, the stony places. You receive it, you get excited. Kendrick Lamar, Chingy. I hear you. Right?
The only one I see that's really banging, you know what I'm saying, that's still in it. You know what I'm saying? What's the comedian? Brandon Jackson. Yeah. He's the only one I could, you know what I'm saying, from what I see, it's like, okay, it was still going in.
Yeah, you just, there's a thing called running out of gas.
Yeah.
You feel me? Y'all willing that brother endure. You dig? But we've seen too many times. Well, I don't even get excited. Every time about celebrities, Israelites, and I'm like, yeah, okay. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see it when that temptation pop up. And they be knocking like they're the police. You understand? And they hit them finances. And you ain't used to going without. You dig? Negroes hurry up and jump ship. Like I ain't signing up for that. I'll be there as long as my money is cool.
Yeah.
I'll be there as long as I can still be successful. I can fly safe. I won't offend anybody. Okay, yeah, I believe that. Right? No, come on, Hebrew.
Verse 20 again. But he that receiveth the seed unto stony places, the same is he that heareth the word and anon with joy receiving. Yet hath he not root in himself, but dureth for a while.
He ain't have root in himself. He only endured for a minute. When we read earlier, endure hardness as a good soldier. He only endured for a while. He ran out of gas. He circled the drain. He only endured for a while. Come on now.
For when tribulation and persecution arises because of the word, by and by he is offended.
By and by he is offended. There it is. Huh? When Kendrick Lamar knew that persecution was coming for this word, oh no,
I ain't signing for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Seed that fell amongst stony places. Which seed are you? What seed is everybody in here? That's something for you to think about. You know what I'm saying? Would you turn your back on your creator who has a rich and glorious inheritance for you? Would you turn your back on him just because a few eyes looking at you? Huh? And everybody offended? Or you gonna wax bold and stand strong and like, look, I'm in this deal to the casket drop. How about that? Nah? I'm gonna bow to the Most High call me about this deal. Family, friends gonna ridicule you.
But what else can you do? If you pray the Most High,
I feel you. I feel you.
If you fall off, you know what you got coming.
I feel you.
So
Like,
for him, then you gonna do.
man, look, I'm a dead man. If I ever turn back, it's a wrap. Like I'm already a dead man walking anyway. I might as well go all out. I might as well bring the house down when I leave about this deal. You dig? Can you? Oh my God, I can't even imagine. Man, I'm back eating pork, celebrating Christmas, hanging with heathen women. Oh my God!
I make all kind of videos slamming on that.
Man, y'all better expose me. Man, y'all better expose me if y'all ever caught me doing something like that. I done gave a few brews permission to do what's called a mercy killing.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
take me out my misery. Cause my will ain't my own at that point. You feel me? I'm finished anyway. If I was to turn back, I'm finished. You feel me? I already gave a few brews permission. It's called a mercy killing. Put me down. If you ever catch me going off. Yeah, put me. I'm talking about, to turn my back on the Most High. Like that one Negro, Drawback Jacob. He turned his back on the Most High.
I was just telling my cousin Mariah that.
Man, I
listening up.
Hey, look,
there it goes.
I got the email. Sister sent me the email, the response that he finally responded. He do not believe in the God of Israel at all, no more. I'll let some of y'all read. Yeah. Yeah.
He teaches something called
Yeah, he got a book called The Aquaponics God.
Yeah. I was just telling my cousin Mariah this.
Man, this Negro has a commercial on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you going down. You're finished.
He teaches how to grow grass on water.
No more. And again, this ain't even hearsay. Like I got it. Look, there was a lot of people respond. They're trying to get him to respond. Like, man, where you at? What happened to you? And a lot of people came to the truth off your videos. Feel me? Had a major following out here, man.
So
you dig? And the sister.
Would you say he was one that gave it off? You know what I'm saying? To somebody else to do something with it? You know
Yeah. He could have been used just for that. But he himself finished. I'm gonna let y'all read. I'm gonna let y'all up here read the email that I got. It's a sister, it's a beloved email down in Florida, and she heard me speaking about it one day. And certain people was mad, like, man, you don't know. I'm like, look, he fell off. For that 1 + 1 is 2. He fell off. I don't need a whole bunch of witnesses. I know what it is. She heard me talking about it and emailed me his response. I'll let you read it.
I read it, man.
I'll let the brew read it. A long response. He do not believe in the God of Israel, nor do he even want to be down with that no more.
He said, please don't contact me no
more. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Matthew 10:32. It says, whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me, whosoever shall deny me before men, him what I also denied before my Father which is in heaven.
Y'all see that?
And I don't know.
Yeah. Who are you? You feel me? And the Most High so strategic how he move. He can just put the spirit on you to wake up whoever he need to wake up.
He was a
And then-
pawn in his game.
Yeah. And look,
Snatch it back.
hey, look, that should make everybody in here fear.
Yep.
Just how you know that ain't you?
It take you in the last minute to fall off.
I mean, because Pharaoh didn't have no part to what he said. I ain't going to.
Yeah.
I'm going hard in this
I'm
moment.
going to do that. That's the God you deal with.
So pray that the Most High allow them to continue, that you can continue to do this. It's a privilege.
That means the Most High will give you over to a illusion. He'll give you over to a illusion.
Yeah.
Chasing your tail your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about that in Luke chapter 15.
God.
You saw in Ishmael. He caused them to be, put on different spirits. Purpose.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, look, the scriptures say the Most High is a man of war. But what do you think that involves? He's beyond strategic. Yeah. And we playing chess here? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, straight up.
That's who you dealing with. You dealing with the Most High power of all powers. You dig? You say what else?
It's just it's so serious.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
It ain't a joke and laugh or nothing.
It ain't.
Look, your ass can be in the middle of wickedness and then you right. In the middle of wickedness and you're convinced that you are right. I pray he never give me a spirit like that.
Me too, man.
Ever.
Like that scares me.
Yeah.
Feel me? I've seen powerful men. You feel me? Spirit get took right up off of me. You be like, man, what in the? But that should make you be like, let me make sure I'm diligent. Let me make sure I'm sincere.
Yeah. King, he took the kingdom from him, made him go out in the wilderness.
Never. Yeah, gave him the mind of a beast. Made him eat grass for 7 years.
Solomon had all that wisdom.
Exactly.
Failed.
All that wisdom failed.
Woo.
God came to warn us.
To some minute though. Huh? Some minute. I mean, like if you go through all the kings, David, all the wisdom he had, failed to what? The sword never depart because something he did. Like we see the illusions, but the Most High always send a warning shot first.
Yeah,
and like, look, nigga, I'm gonna give you what you asked for. I will give you what you asked for. Yep. And then if we actually deep, like the first temptation was external. It happened in the garden. Satan slithered his ass up in there and tempted Eve. Now all your temptation come from within inside this wicked mindset of ours. So the temptation now is internal. It started off external. Now everything comes from your own lust, own desires that we just give over to. That's crazy, man. It really makes you, like Nolly said, it really makes you sit back and check yourself.
Better. You better. You could be a laughing stock tomorrow.
This is what I've been realizing. The best way to stay in pocket is to realize principles is what makes commandments. Principles make commandments. If I honor you, that means I ain't gonna disrespect you. If I love you, I'm not gonna take your wife. So it's principles. Once you establish principles and you keep the principles, you automatically keeping the commandments. And that's what the Melchizedek order is all about. It starts in the mind first. See, that Aaron law was all physical, and you was able to cheat with mindset. You can get your ass about it by technicality.
That's right.
Now there's no technicality. It's all in the mind. So if you keep principles, just basic principles and established principles, you will stay in check and you automatically keep the commandments. That's why he's talking about the fruits of spirit. You keep these, you in pocket. With this, there is no law of sin. You already established off of these 9 principles. And that's that Melchizedek order that we always talking about. And that's how I live my life, off the principle. You know what I'm saying? You broke principle, meaning you will break the law. I can't even rock with you like that.
Straight up.
That's what it is.
Straight up. And real quick, I just want to grab something real quick.
Go ahead and grab it.
1 Samuel 16. 1 Samuel 16 and verse 13 and 14. It says, Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. But the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul.
Yeah.
And an evil spirit from the Lord,
from the devil,
from the Lord, troubled him.
You see that?
The Lord said,
Who you dealing with? Do Ezekiel 14 for me.
He'll take that spirit up off you. Straight up.
Ezekiel 14. Look, that's needed so you know who you're dealing with. You gonna approach him in a silly mindset like you was dealing with the tooth fairy. Like, boy, you know the Most High straight deceive you. Yeah, his straight send a strong delusion because you constantly in a rebellious mindset.
don't believe. That's just so scary. It's scary and it's sickly to know that there's people, a lot of people that's walking around that don't believe.
Hey, like, look, y'all.
You got the fake ones that believe and they pretend they do what they really don't.
Hey, look, we're reading the script to the movie that we live in, right? Yes. And in every movie, you got good characters and bad characters. The Most High done cast the roles already. You feel me? It's what it is. You know, you look at that like, dang, like, so you trip off, you know what? Let me take this walk serious. Because the Most High decided to cast you into the role you in right now. Right. You understand? You're actually reading the script to the movie that you're living. You know what I'm saying? It's good characters and bad characters. What you gonna do?
Some won't make the director's cut.
What you gonna do? Do me Ezekiel 14 real quick. 9.
Verse 9.
Hold on. What verse you in over there?
I'm on 22.
We're going down to 24, I think it is.
We got 2 more verses.
Yeah.
Ezekiel 14, verse 9. Mm-hmm. And if the prophet deceive, if the prophet be deceived, when he have spoken a thing, as the Lord have deceived that prophet. You see? We look up, you be like, dang, you know, he was looked at as somebody that was great and powerful. You feel me? But if it's the spirit of deception rolling, then who really put that spirit out there? Most High. And he did it for a reason.
All decisions come from the throne of God. Every decision coming from the throne of God.
If he's deceived, he say, I deceived. That's scary, bro. You like what you mean?
Hey, y'all know what we missed? Y'all know what we missed at Job 1. When Job was tempted, the angels he called a council meeting, and Satan was summoned to the meeting. Inside the meeting, he asked to tempt Job, and the Most High gave him the okay. He said, just don't kill him. He was Satan did. He killed this Negro whole family. He gave him all type of blisters. He gave him cancer. He killed all his cattle. I'm talking about dinner, burnt down his house, took everything. This was okayed by the throne of God.
Wow.
So if all that happened when he went through that persecution for 20 years, who the hell are you? Who are you? And he did all that to establish character. So if he had destroyed your whole family to establish character, obviously we need to already have these characteristic traits because he attests you too. You know what I'm saying? We need to like.
And they go like,
hey, look, but it's all about character. That was the whole point, though. We like, look, that was the whole point. That was the whole point, though. Like he knew Job heart, though. He knew Job heart, and he knew Job was gonna break principles and commandments. He knew, like, look, he ain't going. He said he ain't going so much. You can kill his whole family, take his cattle, give him boars, give him cancer. He had gangrene, all kinds. Man, look, he hit Job top. And at the end, his heart endured. Like, look, who down here got that? Like, who have that hurt? And that's what now we talking about. Who got that?
Yeah.
Because you need that very principle in faith to get the kingdom of God. That's man, that straight start putting everybody on the cut.
Right. like everybody should look at themselves as being on the cut list to make them be even sharper, making sure they check themselves daily.
Exactly.
How much like it's so scary.
Yeah. For what you say? For less. For less.
Yeah.
I done seen niggas drop out of the truth because they couldn't pay their rent.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
He done killed Joe. He didn't kill Joe's family. He done gave him sickness, his cattle. I done seen people drop out because they want it. I done seen people compromise because they want it. Or because they children. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too late in this hour to have that type of mindset.
Right.
Too late now. You ought to choose up. Like, why ain't nobody choosing? Everybody want to fence travel. Choose up. Is you down with this or are you not? And if you ain't, then why the hell are you hurt?
Get out the way.
That's all I'm saying.
No weak Hebrews around me.
Who you King?
You gotta have honor and integrity. You did Ezekiel 14:9.
Yep.
You read 9 through. I wanted to go to read 9 through 11. He stopped at verse 9.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, read verse 9 through 11.
It says, and I will stretch out my hand upon him, and I will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel.
Read it from the top again for me.
Verse 9 again. And if the prophet be deceived when he have spoken a thing, I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet.
That's serious.
And I will stretch out my hand upon him and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him.
So you see, again, attitude reflect leadership. You dig? He like, look, if I deceive a prophet, I deceived him for the purpose of destroying him, and his punishment gonna be the same as those that's following. You see, that's why that's serious, man. That's why he say, make sure you not deceived, right? Make sure you sincere. Make sure you stand up in this thing, man. You feel me? If you deceive, he'll send a spirit to deceive you, to destroy you. Now, anybody following you, same thing coming.
Is that what you mean? They make your election?
Yeah, that's exactly what he means. Make your call and election sure.
Why?
Because, hey, look, because then as we read, he said, because if these things be in you, you shall never fall.
Hey, y'all remember the movie in the Matrix, right? When Neo was running down the hallway and he controlled the program, he kept making the hallway longer and longer. It's like he never reached the door.
I ain't think
Yeah. Look, you still ain't seen the Matrix, TTO. What's going on? We gotta have a movie night. Watch all 3 Matrix.
She never seen it, bro?
She still ain't seen it.
But think about that though. You run into the finish line, but it never seemed to be there. That's a nigga spinning his wheels, playing around with the truth. Y'all tasting this tail. You never get it. And notice yourself is the enemy, but you thinking your tail is somebody else. Chasing you. Hey, man, that's an illusion. Right. That's an illusion. I don't want no parts of that. No parts of that.
Verse 11. That the house of Israel may go no more astray from me, neither be polluted anymore with all their transgressions.
Yeah.
But that they may be my people.
And baby, be my people. So it got to be a separation between the righteous and the wicked, of those that is in the truth and those that's the seed. And the Most High, like, look, if you off, you getting hit. You feel me? And he put that spirit out there for a reason. It's because rebellion goes on, and nobody's checking. That's why I keep banging on the men. You feel me? Because in the end, if we the leaders, you dig, and ain't nothing getting checked, it's gonna be a sore punishment, man. Like, it's gonna be a major punishment. All this happened on your watch. It's happening on your watch. It's happening on your watch. Your watch. It's happening on my watch.
Greater condemnation follows.
You ain't do nothing. You didn't say nothing. You ain't do nothing. Oh wait.
Off with your head.
Oh wait.
Y'all don't do it the women supposed to do.
That's why she got to be
Right.
Yeah, but look, and this look, we know we in the last days too. Right? We already know he said an exceeding great army about to stand up. Ezekiel 37. That's why I keep again. Look, there is no ducking it. These men got to take the bull by the horns. You feel me? We in the army of the Most High. There's no ducking it. You men got to stand back up. You've been called.
But my woman's gonna be mad.
Yeah.
What you say? Be great.
We're ready for it.
Yeah.
It said, and I may be their God, and I may be their God, saith the Lord God.
All right, give me Job 12:16. Real quick, y'all.
The book of Job, chapter 12, 16th verse.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his.
You hear what he said? The deceived and the deceiver are his. Real talk. Let's get back to that Matthew. Let's get back to that Matthew. Finish off that parable about the seeds. Got a short one in Luke, and we finishing with that story of Susanna.
I'm in Matthew 13 again, family. Matthew 13, I'm sorry, 22. He also that received the seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word in the care of this world, in the deceitfulness of riches, choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful.
Yeah, you see, this is he that fell amongst thorns. The cares of this life, your bills, and the deceitfulness of riches. I got to get that bag.
Shorty don't eat books, B.
I'm back to the money. You feel me? And that holds precedence over this truth.
Yeah.
That holds precedence over this truth. You see? And it said that chokes the word out of you. Why? Because if the word is not number one priority on your mind, but getting money and catching up with the world is, you feel me? You're naturally not gonna be fruitful.
Try to work 40 hours a week for the white man to be the priest. I tried. It did not work. No. You gotta go on business for yourself or something. You spending 40 hours working and making somebody else rich, and then you sleepy when you get off. You go to sleep reading 2 verses. You don't even get through your whole verse.
And that's a lot of people have the issue.
Yeah.
And that's if you got a set schedule. Don't have a set schedule.
A lot of people have the issue.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how the system is designed now, just to keep you so busy that you just
18 to
take you away
23.
from all that.
Yeah.
If you don't own land, you don't always have to pay rent.
They keep you busy, right? Busy. Being under Satan's yoke. Busy. Straight up.
Verse 23.
I like
Let
that.
me finish this off real quick. Verse 23, right? Being on the same joke. I like that too.
Busy.
I'm taking that.
Being under Satan's yoke.
All right, verse 23. But he that receiveth seed unto the good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, which also beareth fruit and bringeth forth some 100-fold, some 60, some 30.
You see that? So which seed are you? Right? You either by the wayside, among stony places, thorns, or you're going to land on that good ground. And then it's the same thing. You're going to be fruitful. You're doing something with the spirit the Most High gave you. You understand? Meaning you spreading this word everywhere. Everybody know you about this. You want these soldiers out here, everybody know, okay, he coming. I felt the ground shake when he walked in here. You feel me? You a virtuous sister, everybody know, nah, she virtuous. You know what I'm saying? She an assassin. She's so quiet, I don't know what she's
I don't
thinking.
even want to approach
What's going on? It's way out of my league. What's going on? You did?
Yeah.
Real talk. Give me that 2 Chronicles real quick, and then let's get into this. Whatchamacallit?
2 Chronicles.
2 Chronicles chapter 18.
Verse 18.
18 through 23.
Again, he said, therefore, hear the word of Yahweh.
Yeah.
I saw the master sitting upon his throne, and all the host of heaven standing on his right hand.
This is a prophet. He saw the vision of the Most High's throne.
And on his left. And the Most High said, who shall entice Ahab, king of Israel, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth-Gilead?
You see that? The Most High is sitting on his throne, and all the angels, the host, the army of heaven is around him, on his right hand and on his left hand. Most High asked, who is going to go persuade Ahab, the king of Israel, to go to war? So when he get up there, he die, fall. Most High asked this from where he at in the spiritual realm. He asking his army in the heavens, which one of y'all gonna put it? Which one of y'all gonna go into his mind and make him go to war? So he go up there and die. Because the Most High already decreed he gotta die because he been evil. And remember, this is Ahab. This is Jezebel's husband. This is the most weakest. 2 Chronicles chapter 18, verse 18 through 23.
Mr. Noodleback.
Let's start at that verse again. Everybody, make sure everybody there. 2 Chronicles chapter 18.
They're like, hold on, where you at again? Let me
Noodleback.
read this for myself.
Let me highlight this.
And remember that 4th Ezra, the first Ezra, the 4th chapter. It tell you, many that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sake. You know, ooh, boo boo, right? For the sake of the woman's feelings. And it said, many have also perished.
Many have died.
And have erred.
Oh, man.
And sinned for women.
That's real.
Hey, they go
And got examples. Got examples. All Solomon was the main one.
Yeah.
Right.
Solomon,
Main one.
Samson.
Oh, but the list goes on.
Right, that's what we do all night.
But it's what you've been talking about. It's what you've been talking about for months though. If the black man don't stand up and establish the order of Melchizedek and keep the principles, hey, it's gonna be ruled by wicked women.
Take this nation down.
They're gonna take it down. That's scripture though. We act like we don't read the Isaiah 3. We don't read the Sirach 25.
That's right. I'll bring it up.
We act like we're not reading Proverbs 16. We ain't reading the Proverbs 31 to show you the flip side. Like, why is we talk about everything, want to point the finger at all the men, which is their fault anyway, because they chose to stand up, stand down, and be weak. But look, what about all these scriptures? We have to go through all of these. Why we don't go through this? We only go through who broke, who ain't got a job, hell, Paul ain't have a job. He was pitching tents and making tents. Like once you really get down to the basics of things, it is all about compromise, and people are willing to duck scripture to stay in this fucking matrix. You ducking scripture to stay comfortable in some shit that's perishing.
And
I'm not willing
house.
to do that. I'm not willing to do it. No,
That's
not.
just like the character in the matrix.
Exactly. So if I'm gonna be slandered, or if I'm gonna be made to look like the bad guy, if I'm gonna hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Because at the end of the day, I don't have to answer to man. I gotta answer to who? God.
And that's counted as a blessing to you.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
All right.
Right. Well.
Yeah. They all can be mad at me. Better them than the Lord after me.
Hey, that's right.
Shout out to the sons of light. Better them than the Most High after me.
Right.
You feel me? Let them all be mad. So what, man? Yeah.
He said, in his good graces I'd rather be.
Yeah.
I don't care, they can be mad at me.
Yeah.
Better them than the Lord after me.
Yeah.
Fear of the Lord keep you sanity.
Yeah. All good.
That's right.
All right, so look, where you at?
Second Chronicles 18:18 again.
Let's get it.
Again he said, therefore hear the word of the Most High. I saw the Lord sitting upon his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing on his right hand and on his left. And the Lord said, who shall entice Ahab, king of Israel, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth de Gilead? And one spoke, saying after this manner, and another saying after that manner.
Now they're conversing amongst each other. The host of heaven, the angels. Most I ask who gonna do it, they all like, I'll go do it. No, I'm gonna do it. Who gonna do it? Huh? Go ahead, Hebrew.
Then there came out a spirit and stood before Yahweh and said, I will entice him.
I'll go entice, or I will persuade him. Huh? Everything is inspiration, whether it's righteous or wicked. You get inspired to do something. We're spiritual beings. We influenced by unseen forces all the time. This gives you a doorway right into it. Like, dang, that actually straight up happened. Now, the Most High do this all the time. This happens all the time. I brought up Job earlier. You feel me? That happens every day.
It happens every day. We read the scriptures it be our favorite scriptures. We don't slow down and read. People like, what? Satan got a kingdom? Like, what? We miss it. We be reading too fast. You start slowing down and look up these words, you will see it is a cosmic conflict. We've been at war since you've been born.
You don't need seeing, you didn't know it's war outside.
That's right, huh? Man. So he said what he was gonna do? What he say?
It says, then came out a wicked spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will entice him.
So the Most High got control. He controls all the spirits. The Most High control. Right. Didn't Satan have to go holler at the Most High to get permission to get at Job?
He did.
He ain't just a loose cannon doing what he want to do. He's the tempter.
Write down Isaiah 45:7. Let you know how the Lord do all these things. He creates peace, evil. Right.
I wound, I kill, I bring down to the grave, and I raise up.
That's Deuteronomy 32 and 39. Write that down. 1 Samuel 2 and 6.
Most High is a man of war. Yeah, Lord is a man of war.
Exodus 15 and 3. Huh? Deuteronomy 32 and verse 39.
Yeah, 39. 1 Samuel 2 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
Isaiah 45 and 7.
That make niggas get on their A game.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. So the wicked spirit came out and said,
Verse 18 again.
I'll hit his head. I'll do it.
Then there came out a wicked spirit and stood before Yahweh and said, I will entice him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith?
How are you going to entice him?
And he said, I will go out and be a lying spirit.
What kind of spirit?
A lying
Or a
spirit
strong delusion.
in the mouth of all his prophets.
You see that? The same thing is in 2 Thessalonians 2, 9 through 13. Yeah, because he had false prophets around him. He had real prophets that was telling him the truth. And he's like, shut up, we don't want to hear that. You had false prophets who was faking. Because the false prophet is going to tell you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
You feel me? The real prophets of the Most High are going to tell you what you need to hear, even if you don't like it.
Say that one more time.
The false prophet is going to tell you what you want to hear. It's going to appease you and make you feel good. But a real man of the Most High that's been sent to tell you what it is, don't care if you like it or not.
So we don't need to be hanging around no yes men.
Yeah. He don't care if you like it or not, because he know if I don't tell you, I'm going to get handled for it. You feel me? And I'd rather have you mad at me than the Most High. You feel me? 7 days a week.
And then like Sirach 6 and 6, it tell you this. It says, no. Sirach 37. What I'm looking for. Hold on. Sirach 37. It says,
You're going off, man. What you doing?
Going off.
Get there, bro.
Going off, man.
Yeah.
You're
Sirach
supposed to be the
37.
shooter, man. What you doing?
No, it is 6. I was confused. Hold on. Let me go on back.
See, look at you, man. You misfired twice, man. Going off.
Going off. Hold on. All right, here we go. Yeah, it was 6 and 5. It says, sweet language will multiply friends, and a fair-speaking tongue will increase kind greetings.
Wow.
When you get to speaking good, yeah, you're everybody's friend.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, everybody loves you.
My mom used to tell me that though. She said, look, if everybody like you, nigga, you grow. I never knew what she meant till I turned 15. I'm like, oh, man, that changes up a little thing.
He turned his 15.
Everybody like you, you grow.
Yeah.
Or everybody like you. Because you telling everybody what they want to hear.
What they want to hear.
And 99% of the world is in wickedness. So if you tell them what they want to hear, that means your ass is in wickedness.
Yeah.
Straight up. It say, Luke 6 and 22, blessed are you when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company.
You get a blessing for being hated?
And
separate you.
Shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great. Your reward is great in the kingdom of heaven. For when like manner did their fathers unto the prophets.
Wow.
So they did the prophets like this. You see that? They did our prophets like this. It says, but woe unto you that are rich, but you have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, but you shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, but you shall mourn and weep. Woe unto you when men shall speak well of you, but so did their
everybody what they want to hear. You're not saying what they need to hear.
Yeah, you may be a funny guy. Maybe funny, you know what I'm saying? Crack a few jokes or whatever. When it come down to dropping the hammer and taking the control, you ain't about that.
Yeah. Check.
That's crazy.
2 Timothy 4 and 3.
Wow.
For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. That's going to become a time where people ain't going to be listening to the right teachings.
Right.
But after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itchy ears. They're going to be looking for people that's going to tell them whatever their little itchy ears want to hear. Then it say, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables. They're going to turn ears from the truth and they're going to follow lies.
And look, not to keep going, but look, I done heard this before. I've been on the streets and I heard somebody tell me, and I wish you never told me that. I heard people tell me that before.
For sure.
Like, now I'm going to be accountable. I wish you never told me that. Meaning that y'all out here knowing y'all doing wickedness, but don't want to hear. For y'all can say y'all wicked.
When you
But-
know, you don't do it.
But that lets you know you subconsciously, you know you was out here wicked anyway. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't need somebody to tell
And you don't even, because you.
And in order to appease the people, they would mix doctrine just to get them all on
You see that?
board.
Yeah. Get them all on board. Yeah.
Yeah. Write down Isaiah 30 and 8. You know what I'm saying?
Second, another witness.
Fat brother. You know.
And that's why so many of our people do love not church, but love that building that they thank God.
Yeah.
It's all soothing.
That's
It's all soothing words.
program.
It's no look, and it's no judgment. But keep this. Watch out for these Hebrew Christians. Because the same thing is starting to trickle down even inside of our faith.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On a major level. Where you can go to the Hebrew and they'll pacify truth just for the feel good or to keep themselves feeling like they doing good. You know what I'm saying? Like this lust, like what I've been realizing from these last months of meditation, fasting, and praying, like lust is more than some ass.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. It's more than an appearance in the mirror too. It's deeper. It's way deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It's way deeper than an accomplishment. It's that one of them secret, desirable feelings that fulfill a part of you that don't nobody know about. And these people are willing to do whatever to fulfill that. Whether it's the sake of souls, who cares? Any collateral, as long as you get that feeling or to fulfill that lust. And we have to make sure that we're not doing that. And one thing I like about my brother Uriel is no matter when he's done nothing, anybody compliment him or anything, he say at the end of the day, he say, just remember who you're doing it for. Is you doing it for you or is you doing it for the Most High? And I think we have lost that. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't supposed to be fulfilling you.
Yeah.
You are not supposed to fulfill ego or the self. We ain't fulfilling the soul. We fulfilling the spirit. And the spirit don't belong to us. It belongs to God. So that means we fulfilling and following the purpose and path of Yah. We have turned to each other. We looking at each other as gods now. We looking at each other as a way out, and it ain't supposed to be that. And the only way we can establish that is on Scripture, on the Bible. And if anybody, I don't care who it is, Scripture, if they turn from the doctrine and say they don't want to hear this, then nigga, we ain't supposed to be rapping then.
Come on.
What are we talking about then? Otherwise, we're fulfilling and pleasing self.
Zechariah chapter 7, verse 11. But they refused to hearken and pull away the shoulder. You know, straight up. But they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. Yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law. And the words which the Lord of hosts have sent in his spirit by the form of prophets, therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts.
So when this stopped being a measuring stick, when this stopped being the last say so, it's a problem.
It's a wrath.
It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking as an individual. When you start making decisions without looking in your spiritual mirror to the body, it's a problem. When you come up with conclusions on your own without establishing it with the scripture first, it's a problem. And that's going on amongst Israel, period, today. I see a lot of Christian Hebrews teaching Hebrew Christianity and not from the laws of God. And that's a problem. It is.
Hey,
Back in 2 Chronicles.
real talk is a problem. It's actually a form of sorcery.
It is. It is.
Because it overthrows your mind. You don't have nothing to stand solid on when it comes to a yay or a nay.
Straight up.
Feel me? It's sorcery then. Like if you leave her and don't have a clear understanding, then what was we sitting down here for? You feel me? It's yay and nay. Do I do it or don't I do it? You feel me? If you ain't got that, you feel me? Then that's sorcery. You feel me? Then you look up and it be spread like a cancer. You get even more wicked. You be like, man, what is going on around there? Yeah, let's finish this though. Come on, bro.
2 Chronicles 18 and 21.
Now remember, if the prophet deceived, the Most High did it, right? That means the Most High held this session right here in the heavens on you that we reading about. I'm going to go be a lying spirit in the mouth of all those around me. Come on, Hebrew.
And he said, I will go out and be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And the Lord said, thou shalt entice him, and thou shalt also prevail.
Most I say, yeah, you're going to seduce him, entice him, and you're going to prevail.
Go out and do even so. Now, therefore, behold, the Lord have put a lying spirit in the mouth of these thy prophets. And the Lord have spoken evil against thee.
Read 23.
23. Then Zedekiah, the son of Chenanah, came near and smote Micaiah upon the cheek and said, which way went the spirit of the Lord from me to speak unto thee?
Read 24 too. Zedekiah was the false prophet. He came and slapped up Micaiah, who was a real prophet. I was like, which way did the spirit of the Most High go from you? Because remember, the real prophet gonna tell you what you want to hear. He just prophesied that Ahab was gonna die based off him seeing the counsel the Most High was having in the heavens. He said, the Most High spoke evil of you. You gonna die. So then this false prophet come and slap him. Shut up. You feel me? Which way went the spirit of the Most High from you? Listen to his response, verse 24.
And Micaiah said, behold, thou shalt see on that day when thou shalt go in an inner chamber to hide thyself.
You gonna know when my word come to pass. You running for your life. You gonna know what I said was true then. And this gives you another example when the Messiah talk about turn the other cheek. You feel me? That's what he going into. It's like his brothers that get persecuted for this. And you can't take it personal. He got smacked up. He get bold nigga. He got me messed up, nigga. Try to slap him back. He slapped him up. He was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, you gonna see it. Look, and that's in the Old Testament for those that hate the New Testament. That's in the Old Testament. Even Isaiah in Isaiah 52 said, I gave my cheek to the smiters. You feel me? So the whole turn the other cheek concept wasn't to make you weak and soft. It'll let you know in this way, this thing of ours that we do, you understand? Your fellow brewer get at you. You feel me? Your job ain't even to take it personal. You feel me? Hey, you gonna know when this word come to pass who the Most High was dealing with. You gonna know. You gonna know in that day. You feel me? Real talk. All right, so look, we done with that segment. Let's get back to we need Luke 14. Where was you at? Was you done with that?
Done with that, man.
Okay, let's go Luke 14, 26. Yeah. Luke 14, 26 on down. And then we're gonna finish it with that Susanna. Y'all still with us? Let's do the Susanna, man. Y'all gotta hear about Susanna before we get out of here.
You said Luke 14, 26?
Yeah, a sister that stood on her principles and integrity. We gotta hear about that sister before we get up out of here. Y'all cool? Y'all sleepy? Britt over there yawning? You good? Ursha yawning? You up? Y'all good? The Most High Sabbath, man. All praise.
I ain't going to sleep. I better stay over there.
Thou should not go up and thou and be a slothful life.
Yeah, King. Luke 14.
There, 26. 26 on down.
Everybody there, Luke 14, verse 26. All right, it says, if any man come to you and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sister, yeah, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
So he letting it be known as you gotta, he letting you know that it gotta be a difference. I mean, you gotta love, you can't love nobody, even yourself, more than you love the Most High.
Straight up.
Not even yourself. You understand? Now that's harsh because you be like, dang, like, you feel what you mean? Hate not. He's letting it be known you can't love none of this more than you love me.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Exactly.
That makes sense.
Make all the sense in the world. And so somebody that don't believe in the Messiah, you feel me, try to bang on that. But even in the Torah, it says, love the Most High your God with all your heart, mind, body, and spirit.
That's right.
You feel me? You supposed to love the Most High with every fiber of your being. You feel me? Then you train up your children and raise your wives and all. You feel me? But so that's the concept he reading is in what's called the Torah too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 27.
Yeah.
And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple.
So if you're not willing to be persecuted for this, that's what he's going into. Anytime I get a piece of jewelry and hang the cross,
I didn't feel like two of them.
he ain't talking about that. He's talking about be ready to be persecuted for the truth. Boy, you see why y'all see why it's men in the army of the Most High?
Yeah.
Because all the enemy got to do is drop a pack of bugs around you sisters. It's over. Yeah. You got nervous. You dropping bottles, feet up. No, you got nervous. All these women got nerves. Most High dropping. Hey, all the enemy got to do is drop bugs, and the sisters is over on the battlefield. Everybody feet up. Oh my God. Yeah. You see why you men got to be strong, boy? Yeah.
Verse 28.
Let's get it.
For which of you, attending to build a tower,
Yeah.
sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it?
So he asked him about the tower, right? He say, look, when you come into this way of life, count the cost. Straight up. Meaning look down the line, realize this is going to require my life.
Don't you count the cost on everything else?
That's what he's going into right now. He's talking about the tower that's being built. Like if you was building a tower, you would see if you had the resources and the funds to build it. See, even in something that you build cornerly, you count. You look down the line. You feel me? Why wouldn't you do that when you got into this? Why wouldn't you count the cost? Meaning, why wouldn't you look down the line and say, I'm gonna have to dedicate my entire life to this. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have to dedicate my life. I can't be fake.
You count the cost on everything else.
Yeah.
And that's what the Messiah did too. Even when he created us, like he knew that it was a possibility that we could fall, but the death was already in. He finished the thing before he began.
Strategic.
Yeah, so he counts the cost even before. Like he knew I might have to send my son to die.
And if you read scripture, it says that the Most High was in the flesh, but manifested in the flesh for this purpose. Once you get to that John 3, it didn't break it all down.
Yeah, you go into the missing books, you learn that he created that liquor fire
before he created it.
Exactly. It created judgment.
That ram was made. The ram that was in the bush for Abraham. He said it was already set when he first created. That ram was made for that particular purpose.
They get you into the realm of predestination. Hebrews don't like to talk about that. Verse 29. Less happily, after he have laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock.
They start mocking you. You started off on something, you start building, but you couldn't finish. You get mocked. Man, that wasn't a wise move.
The church on Parker Road.
That ain't never got finished.
Man, we mocked that every time we ride past him.
Hey, like they still ain't done fixing that church or building it. They've been building that church for 20 years.
15 years?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get people like, oh man, see, I knew little Johnny wasn't trying to change. Everybody been Johnny. See, look, he right back to his old ways. Look at him. Mocking.
Verse 30. Saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. Or what king going to make war against another king sitteth not down first and consoleth whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000.
Yeah, before you go to war, you got your whole council. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand how much munitions you got, strategic, like you talking about how many soldiers I got. You feel me? You gotta be strategic. You gotta count the cost. What would be the blowback behind this? How many expected casualties? You feel me? And you do that for everything that you do. Feel me? You count the cost when you go to the grocery store. Don't y'all know how many food stamps be on them cars, ladies?
Quick.
You be knowing before you even go.
And
then you know based off what you got, what you gonna get, and what deals you can do. Everything in life you count the cost. Why you ain't did that with this way of life? This thing of ours.
Let's see, I worked 36 hours this week.
Yeah, you count the cost.
Yeah.
You count that check. Right. You know what I'm saying? You know the net pay. You know how much they're gonna take out and everything.
Gross price. Hey, that's true, man.
Make sure you count the cost.
Verse 32.
But not with the Most High, though.
Nah, not that.
Come on, let's get it.
Verse 32. Or else, while the other is yet a great way off, he sendeth and
Ambassage.
And desireth conditions of peace.
Come on.
So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he hath, he cannot be my disciple.
You ain't willing to forsake all that you have. You feel me? Meaning if the temptation come to you like it came to Job, right? Would you stop worshiping the Most High? I see people stop worshiping the Most High because they lost a job, man. You know what I'm saying? Bills was too stressful.
YouTube video.
Like, what is all that about? You dig? You must count the cost, right? And if you ain't willing to forsake all, you know what I'm saying? Bro said earlier, Job was if you looked at what he had and based it off today's value, Job was a billionaire, wasn't he? He was in the billion. He was in the billions. Yeah.
They jumping off of big rooftops.
Hey, kid, you the wife, the house, no.
Like he did all, and he lost his children, his wife,
His cattle,
everything. Everything. You got something, Nehemiah, over there?
Yeah, I was just sitting there saying, man, you know, because we have, you know, the story and the context, we knew that he was under attack by permission of the Most High, but not his death, right?
Mm.
For all he knew, he just probably just under attack by the guy that he served. He still never abandoned his post.
Integrity.
You know what I'm saying?
Integrity.
But he didn't know that's that principle situation that he was talking about earlier. You see what I'm saying? Look here, look some of this speaker.
Hey, you establish principle, you establish love and honor, you have no choice but to keep the commandments because you're not going to break the small things that equal up to commandment breaking. And that's what all Melchizedek order is about, man. Because at that point, the law is not even in subjection to you because you're not breaking it. And the law was given for the lawless.
Right.
It was given for the lawless. At this point, it's not even given to you because you keep in basic principles, meaning you can't even break laws. You don't even know sin at this point. That's what Melchizedek all about. And that's why it's so deeply rooted. And that's why the punishment is the lake of fire under the Messiah. Because for your ass to get the break commandment, you had to go against every fiber of your being to even do it. Every bone in your body conceived and convinced yourself that you can do this with getting away with it. Like to actually break a commandment, you have to convince your whole entire brain that you want to do this. If that's not treason and using your full willpower to go against the Most High, I don't know what is. You can't even keep the basic principles.
And like this verse 33 is letting you know, if you're not willing to drop everything at the drop of a dime, hey, think about it. The Lord can call you up out of here like he did Abraham.
Yeah.
He forsook his family, right? Get up out of here, I got something for you. Go do this over there. Christ said this, not me. Exactly. That's why I say broad is the gate that leads to destruction.
Hey, look, even when you're dealing with the brother John the Baptist, John the Immerser, why was his head cut off? Why they cut his head off? Who knows?
Enemy of the state.
Nah, I don't know what you're trying to say.
What I'm saying is because he was telling moral situations to the king, like, hey man, what you doing is that's morally wrong.
Yeah.
You're trying to get with that daughter. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know it's not.
Your morals is off. So he didn't get killed because he transgressed God's law.
That's right.
He broke principle.
He broke principle according to the wicked king.
Come on.
Yeah, it wasn't lawful for the king. You did. It wasn't lawful for the king to have his brother's wife, right? So he was uncompromising even in bringing out the judgment on it. He's like, look, this is what it is. Even though I know you can kill me, you off, right? And that's what, again, though, these are them same principles, these same character traits that you must possess, even if death is on the table. Even if death is on the table. Look, that's off. That's wrong according to the Most High.
But that's still a win, though.
Yeah, it is.
It's a win for him.
Yeah.
It's a game for him.
You know what's crazy though? All these major gangs, the mobs and all of them, they structure the reason why they're able to last so long in being criminals is because these niggas don't break principle. Huh? They don't break principle.
Yeah, code.
It's a code you go by that's not established by the law. It's a code before you even get there.
And it's bigger than just one person.
Exactly. I know. Look. It ain't no telling. You tell on me this bringing the whole structure down. So you better keep your tongue in your mouth. And it's not a law for you to keep your tongue in your mouth as a principle. But check this out. Let you speak. The Mexicans that had your tongue through your throat hanging from a rooftop.
Yeah.
Because you broke not law, but you broke principle, code. And I'm telling you, like, I think we need to start looking at this law from different aspects. You know what I'm saying? Because it's certain things that we are held to that's beyond the law. Law is basic. What about this situation? This situation, well, law ain't gonna even be brought up, but you know in your attention you was off. Didn't you break a principle? And didn't the Messiah say he gonna judge the hearts? So principle matters. Like we need to really start judging that and start looking into characteristics because that's what make men. Do you know all names in the Bible was built off characteristics? Nabal was called Nabal because this nigga was foolish. You know what I'm saying?
The word name in Hebrew, Shem or Shalom, means authority, character, reputation.
What's up with that? Like once you start getting into this, you will really start understanding Melchizedek order and why it started in the heavens before any law was given on earth. It's moral code.
That's right.
It was taught before it was written down because nigga, you should have been equipped with that type of DNA to know you weren't supposed to be doing.
And
that's character.
It was tradition.
Yeah, meaning
it was.
You know what you're supposed to be doing or not.
I mean, look, you speak before you can write a word. Like if you just look at a child can speak before they can write, read, all that.
That's right.
Same thing with the law of the Most High. Everything was oral before it was even written down.
Yeah.
Before we was up under a schoolmaster, anything like that. It's the same exact thing. Yeah. Like again, something you see in front of you every day can be compared to the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
That's simple, man. All right, where we at? Let's get it.
Where we at?
You in the last two verses.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right,
34.
Verse 34. Mm-hmm. Salt is good.
Yes, it is.
But if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be seasoned?
Like if the salt is lost its saltiness, you ain't using it on the fries.
Straight up.
What are you using it for? What's the point of the salt if it's not salty? Go ahead.
Verse 35.
Yeah.
It is neither fit for the land, nor yet for the dunghill, but man cast it out. He that have ears to hear, let him hear.
Let's get to this history of Susanna and get up out of here, man. Y'all need to hear this. Let's read about this sister.
And then
had these principles we was talking about.
Hey, man, look.
And notice before we do in this verse when it says neither fit for the dunghill, I mean it lost its purpose. Straight lost its purpose. You good for nothing.
You can't even throw it on shit.
Hey, you said it earlier, Sister Earth, you said it earlier. You wasn't even live with it, but you said it. Messiah cursed the fig tree.
Yeah.
And I heard you when you said it earlier. I looked at you like, yeah, that's true. Because if you a fig tree, you're supposed to be producing figs. If you ain't, so if you're not fulfilling your purpose, you're useless in the eyes of the Most High.
Made for the fight.
So if you're being lazy, you what?
Yeah, you're useless. Don't be lazy in this walk by any means necessary. You feel me? Fulfill the role the Most High created you to play or to be. Right? You don't want it said that wasn't even fit for the dunghill.
What?
That's major.
That means flies wouldn't even fly over
it. All right, y'all. Let's get this history of Susanna, get up out of here. History of Susanna, you got your PowerPoint, you right there? That started verse 1. Y'all got the Apocrypha? Everybody got it? Good? That's our last little story.
History of Susanna in the Apocrypha. It says, chapter 1, verse 1, of course. There dwelt a man in Babylon called Jehoiakim, and he took a wife whose name was Susanna.
Now, if we in Babylon, we slaves. This is during our Babylonian captivity. All right? That Jeremiah prophesied about. All right, come on now.
The daughter of Kelsey, a very fair woman.
She looked very good. Very pleasing to the eyes.
And one that feared Yahweh. Her parents were also right.
Yeah.
And taught their daughter according to the Torah of Moses. Now, Jehoiakim was a great rich man and had a fair garden joining unto his house. And to him restored the Jews because he was more honorable than all others. The same year were appointed 2 of the ancients of the people to be judges.
See, these is elders. There's 2 of them, right? These same elders were appointed to be judges in Israel. So this means, and this is these are judges in our captivity. You feel me? But they're still judges amongst our people. You feel me? Because matters got to get judged. Even though we're not in our land, we still living amongst each other. And when matters come up concerning our people, judges got to be set in place, right? So these is elders. These are respected elders who should have the divine sentence of the Most High coming from their lips. You see that? Come on, Hebrew.
All right. It says the same year were appointed 2 of the ancients.
2 of them, huh?
2 of the ancients of the people.
2 elders, huh?
To be judges, such as the Lord spoke of. That wickedness came from Babylon, from ancient judges, who seemed to govern the people.
Who seemed to who?
Govern the people.
Come on.
These kept much at Joachim's house, and all that had any suits in law came unto them. Now, when the people departed away at noon, Susanna went into her husband's garden to walk. And the 2 elders saw her coming in every day.
So these elders hanging out around his brother crib, they know Susanna walks in the garden. You know what I'm saying? And they right there peeping her. Remember, she's a very beautiful, virtuous woman. But she got a husband, right? But these 2 elders who supposed to be down with the law of the Most High know this. And they gathered at his house just to look at his woman. And these are respected elders, right? Who know the law, who know that Bible. All right, come on, Hebrew.
And walking, so that their lust was inflamed toward her. And they perverted their own mind.
And they did what?
Perverted their own mind.
Lust will deceive you. Lust will deceive you. Perverted their own minds, right? Come on.
And turned away their eyes that they might not look unto heaven.
See? So in other words, they ignored, when you supposed to be doing right and you about to do wrong and you get that inspiration, you know you ain't supposed to be doing that. You know you ain't supposed to be doing that. Feel me? They turned away their eyes, meaning the eye of their mind. And they shut off the inspiration from the Most High so they can continue in their wickedness. And everybody done did that before. Feel me? When you've been told you ain't supposed to be doing it from something that you can't see, the Most High, you ain't supposed to be doing that, and you block them. That's what they just did. They looked away, turned away their eyes, you feel me, from heaven. Yeah, that's going into their mind, the eye of their mind. That's what they did.
Especially when you go into the Hebraic concept of ayan, which is to see, to know, knowledge. So, yeah.
I saw a movie that said the only time people close their eyes, like kiss, hug, sleep, or commit a crime.
Straight up. Come on, Hebrew.
It says, and they perverted their own mind and turned away their eyes, that they might not look unto heaven, nor remember just judgments. And albeit they both were wounded with her love.
See, this love you wounded with is lust. You inflamed with it. She very beautiful. You know she got a husband. Y'all just hanging around his house just to peep her walk in the garden.
Right.
And look, you've been warned the whole time, right? And they blocking it. I'm good. To the point to where, okay, you ain't trying to hear the instruction of the Most High. Now you're inflamed with this lust and took control of you. Let's read, Hebrew.
Yet durst not one show another's grief. For they were ashamed to declare their lust, that they desired to have to do with her. Yet they watched diligently from day to day to see her. And the one said to the other, let us now go home. What is dinner time? So when they were going out, they parted one from the other.
They act like it's time to go home, you feel me? I've been looking at this woman all day. Time to go home. It's dinner time, right? Come on.
And turning back again, they came to the same place.
Look at them. You feel me? They act like they was going home, but both of them end up doubling back. because they was inflamed with her lust.
Hit the U-turn, huh?
Right? So they both looking at each other like, what you doing her? What you doing her? Creeps.
Hit the U-turn.
Peeping Toms. Huh? And look, again, these are elders. Men who are instructed in the law of the Most High because they're judges. Huh? They turn away their eye or their mind from the inspiration of the Most High. And their lust is driving them at this point. Knowing she a married woman, this done went too far. This done went too far. You know this. And that this can happen to so-called perceived respected elders. You feel me? It can happen to anyone. If you are not on guard, it can happen to anyone. All right, come on now.
And after that, they had asked one another the cause. They acknowledged their lust. Then appointed they a time both together.
They both like, dang, she's bad, ain't she? I know, dang. You know how I be, well, the men know. You know how I be when you see a beautiful woman, you be like, dang, what's that?
Get you off board, boy.
If you ain't on point, boy, right, the first words off your mouth is, damn. Nigga, who is that? That's just you? No, that's how we as men operate. You see a beautiful woman, that's the first thing come off your mouth is crazy. Why is it damn?
Right.
And you immediately get to check.
Damn means damnation.
Right.
You're right.
That's crazy.
Why do you say damn when you see a beautiful woman?
Damnation.
Damnation.
She might take you to the pit of hell. Shit.
You see, showing you how lust can deceive you.
Yeah.
Because and that the spirit beareth witness.
Yeah.
But why is the first thing we say as men is damn? Why? You see, who's really in control here?
What?
Wow. Come on, Hebrew.
Then appointed they a time both together when they might find her alone. And it fell out.
They done went too far. What you need to find her alone for? Like, what two men about to do with this man's wife alone? Y'all know.
So Rock 99
you know
not at all with
you
another
know
man's
you know the culture we came up in? Huh? They call them choo-choos, trains.
Well,
huh? Yeah, look, I'm just keeping it 1,000.
right.
What else two men trying to find one woman alone for? You either finna do that or do some raping, regardless. It's the same thing. It's just she, in one case she may be down with it, the other case she ain't. It's still a train. That's what they call it. And these are elders. Wow, come on. It's the truth.
Right. And it fell out as they watched a fit time. She went in as before with two maids only. And she was desirous to wash herself in the garden, for it was hot.
You see that? This is where she came and washed herself every day. She a woman, got to stay on top of her hygiene. But this very garden that's attached to her husband's house is where she go wash it. Come on up.
And there was nobody there save the two elders that had hid themselves and watched her.
Peeping Toms. So they in the garden hiding. Huh? So they can catch her alone washing.
Verse 17. Then she said to her maids, bring me oil and washing balls.
And who?
And washing balls.
What kind of what them balls y'all got?
Oh, like loofah.
Is that what they call them?
Like the loofah.
I thought. Is that what those is? I know the women got all type of extracurricular type stuff.
Curriculum.
The women got all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that little ball.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It looks like that, and the light actually behind it.
Yeah, and it hang up like that. Yeah.
What'd you say, Bobo? You on the quiet. What's going on? Okay. Let's get it.
Shut the guarding doors that I may wash me. And they did as she bade them, and shut the garden doors, and went out themselves at private doors. Private, secret, tomato. Doors to fetch the things that she had commanded them.
Yeah.
But they saw not the elders because they were hid.
These Negroes is peeping Toms. Hiding, looking at this man's wife.
Hide your keys, hide your wife.
Dang. This is serious, ain't it? Where this going? I'm just saying, like, it's either gonna go one or two ways. At what point do you cut this off and say and acknowledge as men? Hold on, we going off. This finna go one or two ways. Y'all know this, right? Oh, we.
They already had a thought of adultery.
It's what I'm saying. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 19. Now when the maids were gone forth, the two elders rose up and ran unto her, saying, Behold, the garden doors are shut, that no man can see us, and we are in love with you.
Oh, man.
Therefore consent or agree unto us, and lie with us.
They like, look, put trip off this. The doors are shut, don't nobody see us. Look, we want that. We, French, we want that.
We can make this the easy way.
Yeah, you know, they in their mind, they lust so big, they thought it was a chance that she'd go.
It's this going into the very character traits and principles this group been talking about the whole day. The morals. Right? What kind of woman did y'all think she was?
They thought she'd go.
Like y'all thought this woman was what they call them today, a thought.
Yeah.
They call them thoughts today. They used to call them ratchets when we was growing up, a hood rat. You feel me? Y'all thought she was trained material. Yeah. So that means the whole time you knew this man and that was his wife, in your mind you thinking, he didn't turn the hoe into a housewife.
Right.
Like, what was y'all really thinking about this sister?
Get that behind closed door, she gonna go.
I'm saying, look, there are many devices in a man's heart, meaning his mind. Only the counsel of the Most High shall stand. Yeah. This shows that you can know the law of the Most High backwards and forwards, right? But you can try to figure out, you can be a slick brew and try to figure out ways to manipulate it and still appear righteous.
What?
You see? Had they got away with this, they still would have appeared righteous. But had they long garments on with the decked out, and this nigga's a graveyard. He's a walking graveyard.
He's a wise man. He's a wise elder.
This is major.
We didn't get caught by
like
witnesses.
Like when you get, and look, these are two witnesses, right? But they're wicked judges who are looking to manipulate the law of the Most High for their own personal 20-second lust. You either 2 or 20 minutes. You ain't finna be going that long. It's gonna be real quick.
You too filled with lust. You popping?
Man, you going soon as you get up in there. It's over.
Wisdom can't do it.
Exactly.
Can't, bro.
Exactly, y'all. All right, come on.
All right. Verse 21. If thou wilt not, we will bear witness against thee that a young man was with thee.
If you don't give us that, we gonna say that we saw a young man laying with you.
Remember the law say 2 or 3 witnesses.
Right.
See that? And what's the 9th commandment? Thou shalt not
bear false witness.
Boom. They in violation.
So
Yeah.
Big violation.
7th commandment.
If you don't conform to us, we gonna throw an adultery charge on you. Who's an adulteress? We gonna throw that charge.
We gonna slander you.
Sound like what the police would do. We'll throw this on you.
Free case.
Extortion. That's entrapment, extortion, law breaking. That's all types of stuff.
Both the 10th commandment, 9th commandment. Man, love your neighbor yourself.
These are men that know the law. Never forget that. These elders, respected judges
But
that adjudicate on the law of the Most High, give out sentences and all that.
This one action that they're doing, they're in violation of so many commandments.
That's true.
Yeah, come on.
That's true. Bruce say schema lights.
Right, schema.
No, that's the Tezuya.
Tezuya.
Tuvia. That's Tuvia. Yeah.
Oh, Shalom, bro.
El is
you down in
good.
Memphis.
Yeah, El is good. Yisrael. Yes, schema lights. Come on, Hebrew.
It says, verse 21 again. If thou were not, we will bear witness against thee that a young man was with thee, and therefore thou didst send away thy maids from thee.
That's the whole reason you sent your maids away, so you can secretly lay with this young man. Huh? Come on, Hebrew.
Then Susanna sighed and said, I am straightened on every side.
I'm in a straight. I'm caught up in between two straights right here. Huh? A rock in a hard place. Y'all done heard that before? Huh? Come on, Hebrew.
If I do this thing,
if I do it, go ahead.
It is death unto me.
I'm done. I'm finished. If I let y'all get this, I'm done. Huh? It's death unto me. Come on.
And if I do it not, I cannot escape your hand. It is better for me to fall into your hands.
Do y'all hear that?
Okay.
Huh?
And do it and not do it than to sin in the sight of Yahweh.
She was like, play your cards then, player.
Right on
say whatever you gotta say. But I dare not go against my creator because you threatening to slander me. You feel me? I dare not. Ooh-wee.
With that, Susanna cried with a loud voice, and the two elders cried out against her. Then ran the one and opened the garden door. So when the servants of the house heard the cry of the garden, they rushed in at the privy door, or privy door, either one, to see what was done unto her. But when the elders had declared their matter, the servants were greatly ashamed. But there was never such a report made of Susanna.
You see? Everybody's ashamed, like, what? And they right off the gate.
Heard one side.
They right out the gate believe in these elders. Because they're men of reputation.
And can y'all picture that though? I see myself there. I'm there watching everything.
Yeah. They're men of reputation. Look, they're judges. What they say, they got the divine sentence of Yah in their mouth. Whatever they say is law.
They gotta be right.
They only hearing one side of the story. Right? So everybody is saying, like, hold on, what? Susanna then laid with a young man when she go into the garden to take a bath. What? Oh no, not her. Dang. Watch this. Come on.
You thought she was the last.
Come on, let's get it.
Verse 28.
Yeah.
And it came to pass the next day, when the people were assembled to her husband Joachim, the two elders came also, full of mischievous imagination against Susanna to put her to death.
That was the whole point. You ain't gonna get that to us. We gonna kill you. And we got the authority. It's just like a judge today or a cop drunk with power. These niggas was drunk with power. Like, unless you give us that, you feel me? Unless you give us that, they gonna believe my word over yours. That's beyond evil.
Yeah.
You feel me? And the whole thing is, oh, okay, well, we gonna put you down then. Put you to death. This thing done went beyond too far. Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 29.
Yeah.
And said before the people, send for Susanna, the daughter of Chalcias, whatever her name is, Joachim's wife. So they sent. So she came with her father and mother, her children, and all her kindred. Now Susanna was a very delicate woman, and beauteous to behold.
Very fine. You know the daughters of Zion. Well, there ain't another group of women on the earth that can even compare to y'all. You did? Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 32.
Yeah.
And these wicked men commanded her to uncover her face, but she was covered, that they might be filled with her beauty.
These niggas still lusted. They about to put her to death and still. Let me get one last look. These niggas are evil, man.
Yeah.
Come on, Hebrew.
Straight up. Verse 33. Therefore her friends and all that saw her wept. Then the two elders stood up in the midst of the people and laid their hands upon her head. And she weeping looked up toward heaven, for her heart trusted in Yahweh.
Your heart what?
Her heart trusted in Yahweh.
Even when death on the table, she maintains her integrity. You dig? She's like, oh, I trusted in the Most High God. Even though they about to put that, look, their hands on her head. They about to put her to death. They're about to put her to death. And even at that last second, her heart never wavered and not trusted in the Most High. You feel me? So, sisters, ask yourself what you would have done in that situation. You feel me? You ain't nobody, no need to brag just in your mind. Like, dang, if I was caught up in that today, you dig? And to be put to death ain't nothing to be sneezed at. That's major.
Sisters'
You know what I'm
lights
saying?
get cut off in their favor.
They would have, if they would have been like, okay, well, we marching you into the gas chamber, or we marching you into that lethal injection chamber. You feel me? Like she's getting strapped in to the church, about to get her lethal injection dose, and she still trusted in the Most High.
That's real.
Yeah, you miss a car note.
Be on the door.
I know women.
Man.
I know women in my past that would get a train ran on them to pay the car note, to pay the like. She saying she gonna die for it. You know what I'm saying? That's a major difference. You know what I'm saying? From morality and from being righteous and mindset. It really is. You know what I'm saying? So like it becomes a spectrum scale. All right, you might not be all the way left, and you might not be all the way right. But where the hell do y'all sit at on this line? You know what I'm saying? Where y'all sit out on this line? And like we have to really start reading these stories and putting ourselves in them to see like, do I fit that characteristic? And if I do, am I willing to change it? And if not, should I count myself as the whole, or am I that virtuous woman?
Yeah.
Because it ain't no between. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's just like, look, no doubt, I feel you on that, because the one key factor when you're dealing with the scriptures and you're dealing with those that the Most High call, there's always death on the table. Always. Like what you believe gonna be tried.
Yes.
You can better believe it. The show is boo boo stank. You gonna be tried.
Yeah.
The day is coming where you believe what? You a who? You follow who? Huh? Oh, okay, yeah, we got something for you. Come on over here. You see what I'm saying? Like every situation in the Bible is almost a death sentence on the table. You dig, to see if you really believe what you professing. Now the Son of the Most High, he had to die. Yeah. Death is on the table. But do you let go and wave off what you know is right? Yeah. To him that knoweth to do right and doeth wrong, that's sin to him. James 4:17. You know to do right and don't do it. Look, it's not a stipulation there that say, but if death is on the table, do wrong. That ain't even in there. He that have done wrong shall receive for the wrong that he have done. That's right. There is no respect of persons. Colossians 3:25. So even if death is on the table, what we learn from this situation for the men and women is you must maintain your integrity, man. Don't matter. You feel me? You got situations where people actually physically died, and situations where when women and men were spared. Yeah. But even if no matter what, you know what I'm saying, card fall on you, whatever. I'm not going against the Most High. Let that be in your mind. Be dead set getting done with the Most High. I'm not going against the Most High. I don't care who like it. I don't care what your threat. Like Paul said in Romans 8, I'm fully persuaded. Not death, not life, not things present, not things to come. Nothing gonna separate me from this. And that's the mindset you have to have to get through this.
Which means this. Let's get down to the simplicity of it. If you're willing to compromise, you don't believe. You don't believe. He said, I'm persuaded to death. Man, I believe it so much that I believe that I have a third body. I believe that this body will resurrect. So if you're willing to compromise and not choose death, that means you don't believe the scripture. It's all about belief.
You may not die physically, don't die spiritually. I'm saying you can die, you know, but what I'm saying, even if you don't feel like, oh, I done got away with something spiritually.
Yeah, you gonna feel compromised. You gonna feel soft. Yeah. You be like, man, I straight compromise everything I believe for that, man. You gonna feel beyond weak behind that. Like when Judas turned his back on the Messiah. He felt horrible after that.
When he denied him.
Yeah, destroyed. Boy. Woo. Come on, let's finish this up.
Verse 36.
Yeah.
And the elders said, as we walked in the garden alone, this woman came in with 2 maids and shut the garden doors and sent the maids away. Then a young man who was there hid came unto her and lay with her. Then we stood in a corner of the garden, seeing this wickedness, ran unto them.
Not true about this. They actually telling on themselves.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing in the garden?
Yeah. Hey, what y'all doing in the garden?
Like, what are y'all doing? The garden doors are shut. What y'all doing in the garden?
Place themselves on the scene, huh?
You know what I'm saying? You told on yourself. Exactly. Exactly. Lust deceives you. Yeah, lust deceives you. You feel me? And deceives you so much, and when you concocting your little plan, you done put yourself at the crime scene. Genius.
Right.
Come on, Hebrew.
Verse 38. Then we stood in the corner of the garden, seeing this wickedness ran unto them. And when we saw them together, the man we could not hold, but he was stronger than we, and opened the door and leaped out.
This is what they're gonna put her to death on.
But having taken this woman, we asked who the young man was, but she would not tell us. These things we do testify. Then the assembly believed them as those that were the elders and judges of the people. So they condemned her to death.
They did what?
They condemned her to death.
They believed what they were saying. You feel me? This is a wicked council. You ain't heard both sides of the story, nothing. They figure these are two judges. Yeah, these are two judges. That's exactly. Look, this couldn't be the first time they done pulled this.
And it sound like
you feel me?
This don't even make sense. Since y'all the elders, we gonna
roll with
it. We
roll
with it. That's respect the person.
Wow.
Then Susanna cried out with a loud voice, saying, O everlasting God, thou knowest the secrets, and knowest all things before they be. Thou knowest that they have borne false witness against me, and behold, I must die. Whereas I never did such thing as these men have maliciously invented against me. And the Lord heard her voice.
And the Most High did what?
And the Lord heard her voice.
Heard her voice, you dig? So when you in them situations like that, bring that into remembrance of the Most High. They burn false witness on me. You feel me? You may be a man in a situation like that. Remember that they burn false witness on me. You feel me? Yeah. No proof. Concocted evidence for the whole purpose of character assassination or death. Right? Lift your voice up to the Most High, because the thing is, the Most High is a judge. He all about order. He's all about order, and his judgment is right. Lift your voice up to the Most High. He'll hear you. And watch how he move and bring righteous judgment to the situation. Watch. Oh, wait. Never a dull moment in Israel, huh? Never a dull moment, man. Dang. Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 45.
Yeah.
Therefore, when she was led to be put to death, the Lord raised up the Holy Spirit of a young youth whose name was Daniel.
Now, see, the judges didn't want to operate in the spirit, so the Most High took the spirit and put it on Daniel, somebody who was going to operate in righteousness. It's the first case Daniel, quote unquote, tried. Right here, he was a young man in Babylon at this point. He wasn't even old. Way before Daniel chapter 7 and all that. This is young in his career. You dig? Most High put the spirit on him because the Most High heard her voice. He got to send his spirit, like we just read in that Chronicles. Remember, he had spirits around him. Who gonna go over here and convince him to go do this? The Most High sent the spirit to Daniel. All right, come on, watch this.
Who cried with a loud voice?
Yeah,
I am clear from the blood of this woman. Then all the people turned toward him and said, what meanest these words that thou hast spoken? So he, standing in the midst of them, said, are ye such fools, you sons of Israel, that without examination or knowledge of the truth, you have condemned the daughter of Israel?
You see that? You ain't even got all the evidence. You ain't even heard both sides of the story. This is all, you look, like the box say in the chat, y'all just heard the prosecution. Y'all ain't heard the defense. Yeah. This is all bad. Like, you can't even justify this. Yeah. You feel me? You don't got no chance to speak up for yourself, defend nothing. Oh, we. Yeah. 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 Now, this is a situation when you got the so-called respected men held in high esteem that's oppressing Israel because they got their power. They're drunk with power. You see these things happening all the time. And again, what Boo Boo brought it out. This couldn't have been the first time these niggas did this. This couldn't have been. You feel me? When you somebody that's in power, you feel me? But you ain't humble and you ain't the one that, you understand, you ain't humble and operate in the spirit, oh my God, you'll be drunk with power. You can take a bribe. You feel me? You can force women about it. They're, korban.
Yeah.
You can do all that. You feel me? And if you ain't on your integrity, you would have gave it up. But she like, look, this is what it is. Come on, now, let's get it.
Verse 49.
Yeah.
Return again to the place of judgment, for they have borne false witness against her. Wherefore all the people turned again in haste, and the elders said unto him, come, sit down among us, and show it us, seeing God have given thee the honor of an elder.
Nah, they kind of mocking him, we'll tell you. A young whippersnapper. Right. Come on over and sit down amongst us. Right. Since you got the honor of an elder, since you know. Little young whippersnapper. Yeah, little young whippersnapper. Since you know. You dig? Come on, Hebrew.
Then said Daniel unto them, put these two aside, one far from another.
Just like they do in verse 48. Separate. See what Daniel said? Separate them. We're finna get to the bottom of this right now.
And I will examine them. So when they were put asunder one from another, he called one of them and said unto him, oh, that thou art waxen old and wicked.
He said, look, you are elder, but you old and wicked.
How dare him talk to thy elder
like this. You old and you have waxen old and wicked. You've been drunk with power a long time.
Blaming on him.
Yeah. You've been drunk a long time with power. All right, go ahead.
How darest thou? Verse 52 again. So when they were put asunder one from another, he called one of them and said unto him, O thou art waxen old in wickedness. Now thy sins which thou hast committed aforetime are come to light.
Wow.
So you was right, sis. Boom.
Sins you have done aforetime. This ain't your first time pulling a stunt like this.
Jack.
Come on.
53. For thou hast pronounced false judgment, and hast condemned the innocent, and hast let the guilty go free. Albeit the Lord saith, the innocent and the righteous shalt thou not slay. Now then, if thou hast seen her, tell me, under what tree sawest thou them companying together? Who answered, under a mastic tree.
Under a mastic tree. He said, what tree, since y'all was there and y'all witnessed this thing, what tree was they under getting busy? He answers, a mastic tree. Right? Come on out.
And Daniel said, very well. Thou hast lied against thy own head.
He already hitting their tops. Like, look, you lied against your own head. Come on.
But even now the angel of Yahweh have received the sentence of the Most High to cut thee in two.
See, it comes from the heavens. Like it did in that Chronicles we read. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Send him over there so he can die. So the angel of the Most High gonna chop you down for that. Even now, you still gonna lie? When do you say enough is enough?
Right. This nigga gonna take this to the
one lie on top of another lie.
You gonna take this to the ground. You add sin to sin.
Pride. Thy pride has deceived thou.
Wow. Come on, Hebrew.
55. And Daniel said, very well. Thou hast lied against thy own head. But even now the angel of Yahweh have received the sentence of God to cut thee in two. So we put him aside and commanded to bring the other, and said unto him, O thou seed of Canaan.
Oof. Whoa. He called him a Canaanite. He supposed to be Israelites. He said, oh, ye seed of Canaan.
Heathen. Right.
No? You heathen.
You Hamites.
Yeah. You seed of Canaan. Go ahead.
And not of Judah. Beauty have deceived thee.
What have deceived you?
Beauty have deceived thee.
Wow.
Deceivest thou. And lust have perverted thy mind.
Lust perverted your heart, your mind. Go ahead.
Thus have ye dealt with the daughters of Israel, and they for fear company with thee.
See, so you done did this before. Yeah. They scared. You've been getting this off a long time, Jack.
You've been using that
Jack.
Yeah. That title to swindle your swivel hips.
Yeah. You drunk with power. Yeah. You've been doing this a long time. And
Y'all saw it on the news? It was Georgia, I think. She was 14 at the time. He was a security officer or
They in there, clown.
Real talk. Come on.
Verse 57 again. Thus have you dealt with the daughters of Israel, and they for fear company with thee. But the daughter of Judah would not abide your wickedness.
That's right.
Now therefore tell me, under what tree did thou take them companying together? Who answered, under an home tree.
Now their stories don't match up. He separated them. Stories don't match up. You said they was getting busy under a mastic tree. You said a home tree.
What's it off the
Both trees look totally different. You know
you messed up, right?
Yeah. You said you bought the bottle of beer at 11:30.
So you
know you bought the bottle of beer at 12:30. You know you done messed up, right?
Hey, that would have been so funny you put that in there, man. I'd have cried, man. So you know you messed up. Hey,
you know you done messed up, right?
Man, I'd have been crying laughing. All right. Verse 59. Then Daniel said unto him, well.
Bruce said, let me get a cigarette.
Bruce said, let me get a cigarette. You know he's finna start talking.
Yeah. You know he guilty, boy. He has one square. Gotta calm his nerves.
Want something to drink?
Y'all in there clowning tonight, man.
Man, you see my first boy, they sleeping in their shirts.
Yeah.
All right, verse 59. Then said Daniel unto him, well, thou hast also lied against thy own head. For the angel of Yahweh waiteth with the sword to cut thee in two, that he may destroy you. With that all, the assembly cried out with a loud voice and praised Yahweh, who saved them that trust in him. And they arose against the two elders, but Daniel had convicted them of false witness by their own mouth.
See that? Thou should not bear false witness. And they tripped right out the gate for putting themselves at the crime scene.
Yeah.
Told on yourself, buddy. And then when y'all got together and concocted this wickedness, y'all didn't think of we gotta agree on one tree. Both these trees look totally different.
Hey, did you call up in lust, huh?
Yeah.
You call up in lust.
Hold on, man. Look, a mastic tree and a home tree don't look the same. They look totally different. So you can even mistake it one for the other. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Hebrew. Let's
Verse 62. And according to the Torah of Moses, they did unto them in such sort as they maliciously intended to do to their neighbor.
Hallelujah.
And they put them to death.
Yo, you dug your own grave when you did that? Them old cats got put to death because they were plotting death on this sister who maintained her morale, her integrity.
Oh,
and stood on the word.
Hebrew.
See that? Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Thus the innocent blood was saved the same day. Therefore, Chelseus and his wife praised Yahweh for their daughter Susanna with Joachim, her husband, and all the kindred, because there was no dishonesty found in her.
Hallelujah.
From that day forth was Daniel had in great reputation in the sight of the people.
Hallelujah. All praise the glory. Now we got a closing psalm. Let's get a closing psalm, man. Pick a psalm. Read psalm. Read psalm on up.
Yeah.
And we'll stand up, face Jerusalem.
Yeah.
All praise, glory, and honor. We want to thank the Most High for allowing us to come together on his Shabbat. Throw down the word, you know what I'm saying? May the Most High bless our sister who owns this spot, who allows us to come here, congregate.
Stop being secret lights.
May the Most High bless all you brothers and sisters who been sending in support, your prayers, all of it, man. You dig? And may y'all stay focused out here. Understand the Most High done turned the work up for us over here. So you ain't gonna be seeing us on the regular platforms you done seen us on before. Don't pray for us. You dig? As we continue to pray for y'all. You dig? But we got major work to do out here coming to a town near you.
That's right.
You understand? Long live the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Strappable backup 2018, man.
Hey, check in and check out.
Check in and check out, son. Check in and check out. Hallelujah. Long live the King. We doing Psalm 73 close out song. If the worldwide assembly can face Jerusalem, we're going to get her done.
That's right.
We're going to get her done. Man, them scripts hit.
Hit.
Man, that'd be almost like, man.
My boy, you still hanging, boy? Check in and check out. Don't be a slothful light.
Get it done, huh?
All right. All praise to the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Hallelujah. Long live the King.
Long live the King.
Reading Psalm 73. Let's get it. Want to say Hebrews and Shebrews and do it to the end, y'all.
That's right. All right.
Straight up. Truly Yahweh is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their debt, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compass them about as a chain. Violence covered them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doeth Yahweh know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Verily, I have cleansed my heart in vain and washed my hands in innocence. For all the day long have I been plagued and chastened every morning. If I say I would speak thus, behold, I should often against the generation of thy children. When I thought to know this, it was too painful for me until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh. Then understood I their end. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places. Thou couldst them down into destruction. How are they brought into desolation? As in a moment, they are utterly consumed with terrors. As a dream when also awakened, so, O Lord, when thou awakenest, thou despise their image. Thus my heart was grieved, and I was pricked in my reins. So foolish was I, ignorant. I was as a beast before thee. Nevertheless, I am continually with thee. Thou hast holden me by my right hand. Thou shalt guide me with thy counsel, and afterwards receive me to glory. Who have I in heaven but thee? And there is none upon the earth that I desire beside thee.
That's right.
My flesh and my heart faileth, but Yahweh is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. For lo, they that are far from thee shall perish. Thou hast destroyed all of them that go a-whoring from thee. But it is good for me to draw near to Yahweh. I'll put my trust in the Most High, that I may declare all thy works. Hallelujah! Selah! Yahoo! Yes, sir! Check in and check out.
Check in and check out, baby. Long live the King.
Long live the King!
Hallelujah.
Where my check in?
And get her done, man. All praises, glory, and honor. Y'all pray for, hey, man, it's Melchizedek order STL, man. Y'all know what time it is. Honor, humility, STL, sect of the Nazarene. You understand? Coming to a city near you. Y'all about to see more videos. We about to turn it up. If y'all thought we was doing something, we about to really turn it up, man. Really turn it up. It's about to be rapid fire on this YouTube. Video after video after video. I got the young gunners, man. I got the shooters with me.
Judah the shooter.
We gonna get it done. You dig? May the Most High bless every last one of y'all. Like I said, continue to pray for us. We continue to pray for y'all.
Much love to my brother Gabriel down in Kansas City,
Hallelujah,
and Chris, you know what I'm saying?
And may the
Shalom.
May the Most High bless all y'all for y'all prayers and support, man. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. What's up with it, bro? How about that? Y'all good? I ain't seen you in a minute. Y'all good? Dude say Judah the Hamite shooter, man.
Who said that?
Zuriel, man.
I can't stand that dude. You just mad because I ain't say nothing to you. I know it.